Okay, stream looks good. Paper and motivation, you can talk. It's okay. You went all quiet on me.
I don't
Nah,
want
I
to
don't
fucking
feel
talk.
like
Shut the
it.
fuck up.
Okay. Okay.
It's quiet time.
It's quiet time. We're just gonna be all silent
Yes.
until Hellbeard shows up.
Yeah.
We're just gonna throw dice, and you're gonna hear a clack on the table, and that's it.
That'd be a very boring
Back
game.
on the
With
virtual
occasional gasps of approval or disapproval, and that's it. That's the stream.
Jesus. Well. Oh shit! I can't do this. Here. Copy link. Self promo. Here we go. Boom. Okay. So that's posted. And we're good to go. So, to my players who are here, welcome. How are we all doing today?
Excellent.
Excellent.
I guess.
All right.
I'm doing alright. I'm focused.
Alive.
I'm thinking about destroying.
Thinking about what?
Which is the opposite of my character.
Destruction.
Destroy, build, destroy. I like that show.
I love the show.
That show was always on in reruns when I was a kid. It was weird. I liked.
I watched pretty much all the episodes live. So.
Hey, did you ever watch that one show called Blake 7?
What?
Called what? Sorry?
It's a weird British sci-fi television show called Blake 7.
Oh, Blake 7? Never heard of it.
7?
Yes,
that's a weird title.
Lake or Blake?
Blake. Blake.
So there's like 7 Blakes or what?
It's just Blake 7.
So he's 7 years old.
Nope, it's a lot older than that. Don't have to be a hag.
And why is it called Blake 7?
You'll just have to watch it.
I know about Red Planet. I haven't seen it. Do you know about Red Planet? It's just a Star Trek parody.
I remember there was a Mars zombie flick where it was like a bunch of like space mercs go onto a planet and they have to fight like essentially Satanist space zombies.
I see. Am I capturing the right window? It looks like I'm not. I might be capturing the D.
Do you see a yellow boy around it?
Wait.
And does the thing show the thing on that capture screen?
This looks like it's the wrong...
the thing in there.
This looks like it's the wrong capture. Let me change this. So put it on this one. Yeah, that should be I think that's the right one. No, it's the wrong one.
All those who are watching, you should probably consider playing some D&D, and when you're done with D&D, probably see if there's another tabletop that you would like.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications on the next stream. I really hate when people fucking say that. Sorry, I'm doing.
They do it.
Stream maintenance.
No, fucking go off. Go off.
I'm not gonna go off.
Just fucking vent.
This
tangent juice. Drink it.
Nobody's gonna watch this. They've already clicked off. Okay.
I hate when people do that because it is essentially begging, but it makes sense to do it. But at the same time, it is begging. It is the most perfect form of begging. It is soft begging. It is light begging. It is begging without trying to grovel.
Okay, I'm just gonna resize this window.
Beg. Beg right. Beg better.
I don't know. I remember seeing a video a long time ago that like if you are asking people to like your video, then it invalidates the whole purpose of a like button. You should be doing it of your own volition.
Well, the problem is now because of the algorithms, it basically is just for engagement.
It's encouraged.
It's not about liking it; is you need it to get the video out there.
Well, I mean,
that's the entire point if it has ruined it.
I would have believed it.
People fucking.
a decade ago, but nowadays it's like you have to remind people because you have like toddlers swiping on their tablets.
iPad kids.
Remember to like and subscribe to more Skibbity Bop 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 Up Spider-Man.
But
There's an
Moko,
entire controversy about it, and it's
Yes.
been discarded.
how you been lately, man?
Yes.
How's your day been?
I've been good.
Good, good,
I've
good.
I've been good. I walked the dogs. I did some projects. I did one project to be specific.
One project.
Resin is really sticky. Yes, I was working with fiberglass and resin.
What were you making?
I was up to some things.
That sounds crazy.
I cannot tell you.
Really,
I
it's a
cannot
surprise?
share. ATF will sabotage me if I share.
Oh, I see.
I cannot tell you, because I have plans. I have the huge sabotage.
I was thinking about that, and I'm like, I was blanking on how to actually say it.
Okay, well, Hellbeard is incommunicado at the moment. So it looks like I'm streaming my thingy. So it looks like we're just gonna have to wait until the 20-minute mark to see if he pops in, and if not, we'll just have to continue on without him. So for the time being, everybody go ahead and just grab a snack, go to the bathroom one last minute, because we're just gonna hop on this ride and go once we go. Okay?
Alright, this entire stream is French.
Okay. I'm gonna mute, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay?
Okay.
You ever see something perfectly set up and you just want to sabotage it? You just want to destroy it? It's like Jenga pieces. Your brain sees it, it's perfectly aligned. It's all set up perfectly. The person who set it up has set it up to the point where they will experience maximum anguish, but in return, you will gain maximum pleasure from doing it.
That's how 3-year-olds think whenever they see anything.
That's not even how 3-year-olds think, it's how fucking adults think too when they hold up. Like, you just think, like, damn, I could destroy this entire thing. Probably get away with it. And it'd be so fucking funny and also miserable at the same time. Am I evil?
Maybe. I think you're your own superhero. That's what I think.
Da-da-da! Cayman!
Thank you for that.
This is all being recorded in stream, so I'm just laying all my thoughts out.
Yeah. Let public record of everything you're thinking.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to accidentally say a racial slur, as you tend to do. As I know you to do. We say it a lot in confidence.
You know, I
which
try
is
to
fine.
keep myself controlled and calm when I'm being streamed. I try
Yeah.
not to completely destroy everything, but if you want, I could say a racial slur right now.
I get a little nervous, but that's about it. I pretty much forget that it's on at some point, which is probably a bad thing to forget I'm streaming.
It's called self-control, and you
Yeah.
know what? You gotta keep your power words to yourself.
Okay. What if that is the verbal component of power word kill? It's a racial
Power word in.
Racial word kill.
You just scream cracker, and then they die. Oh my god. Okay, well,
You're already losing it. You've lost it. Just keep going at this point.
no, white slurs are free game.
That's the white people slur. That's okay.
White Slur is a free game. You can say as many of those as you want.
Truly terrible.
Anyway, welcome everybody once again. We're gonna press on without Hellbeard. He'll come in later, and it's gonna be awkward, and I'm gonna have to re-explain some things. But I'd like us to just kind of keep this train moving, okay?
Oh, oops. X.
Yeah. So, right now you're looking at the press Control Z.
Control Z. Thank
Yeah.
you. It's not working.
Okay. Click your cursor, drag a box over it, boom, delete.
Oh, cursor. Okay, cursor,
Why are you drawing?
box. That was. I didn't realize that wasn't on my cursor. There we go. I got it.
You got it. Okay. Welcome. We're returning. This is our second group in the Godless Realms. You are up here in what is known as the Dragon's Gullet. It is well known for being an everglade of swamps and marshes and coastal hamlets and settlements and fishing villages. It is north of the Northern Reaches, which is the last bit of civilization before you cross the Great River. I have names. I have a document with names called the Sabora's Tale. Before you leave what is known as the Borderlands into what is since called Hidden Amadio. Amadio being a name given to extremely dense jungle forest land up to the northeast on the continent. Nobody's fully traveled up those reaches. They tend to go there and never come back. Though plenty of travelers travel down the Sabora's Tail and meet at the small encampment here called 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭. It means something in some language, though it's not common. But it is a smuggler's den of sorts. All manner of things can be found here, sold illegally outside the bounds of the law. I don't know what that says, motivation. But, yep. Dragon's Gullet, Dragon's Cove, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭. Sabora's Tale,
Hello?
the Everfog March. Who's that?
Oh.
Paper.
Oh.
Okay.
Man,
Ryan
don't
is
sound
piece
so
of paper.
disappointed.
Okay.
Why are you holding your microphone like that?
Hmm?
Who's holding their
Nothing.
microphone? Like what?
Nothing. It's someone in the other chat. I was looking at the text chat.
Oh, we're gonna have a great time, aren't we? So, let's get started.
Well, you're not gonna make it.
Who?
Oh, how weird.
He'll either make it or he won't.
Okay.
We should press on. The boardwalk of 𝐂𝐡𝐚 stretches out before you. With each heavy step, you feel it creak under your weight. It's soft, as if it's been there for many a generation and accumulated all the moisture and growths of the marsh and swampy water beneath you. It's one of two methods of travel in 𝐂𝐡𝐚, the other being the rowboat. Though that has its own dangers, as these are certainly crocodile-infested waters, and snakes and all other types of disease.
Fuck, we're in France.
So you're walking around into what is a veritable maze of boardwalk that is just every so often
Oh, hey, Hellbeard.
broken up with a small dock where people are offloading goods in crates and
Hey,
barrels and
guys, sorry about
such.
that. Sorry about that.
Welcome, Hellbeard. You're late. Go stand in the
Yeah, I
corner.
know. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so,
All right. Let me pull up the link here.
yep. Go ahead and take your time. Join the Roll20. I'm just describing where we're at for now. Okay?
Uh-huh.
The great...
I did write some more background for that kingdom, just FYI.
Okay. I haven't had the chance to look at it, so I'll probably get to it later, okay?
Yeah. Well, I'll just copy paste it later. I haven't actually posted it yet.
Yep, no
Okay,
problem.
go ahead. Sorry about that.
So, as you're walking down, your boots squelching along the weak boards of these boardwalks, every so often on your left or right, this labyrinthian maze breaks up into several docks where rowboats full of goods and supplies of all shapes and sizes, carted up in crates and barrels of all types, are being loaded up and brought further in to the deep swamp. The sky above you is covered by a canopy of willow trees that stick straight up from the swamp waters beyond. The moonlight is dimly reflecting on the black waters below. There are no stars out tonight. It is overcast. And it is hot. It is ungodly hot. There is just a denseness of the air, the humidity that is just weighing down on your shoulders as if you are walking underwater. All of your clothes are sticking to you with a layer of sweat just pouring down.
Ugh.
Every so often, you're having to wipe it off of your forehead and your brow to keep your vision clear. But nonetheless, you press on. All sorts of insects, gnats, and mosquitoes are buzzing about in your ear and in front of you. You're having to occasionally wave them off. Every light source is held up by a small pole and a torch that's been lit, and it is just surrounded by moths.
Mothman.
The boardwalks
So
themselves...
basically, this is Florida.
Basically. The boardwalks themselves are about 5 feet wide, but there's plenty enough for 2 people to walk abreast whenever there's less of a crowd moving about it. However, that's rarely the case because it is often filled with beggars and travelers and guards and traders of all sorts. It's been said that people come from all over the godless realms to trade here. 𝐂𝐡𝐚 is the great smuggler's den of the Dusk Sea, the only trade capital that is comparable outside of the free nations of 𝐂𝐡 is Baradim on the Glass Peninsula, though you are a long way from there. And to travel there would be an exorbitant expense because, as you all know, the Dusk Sea is nigh impassable except along the coastline. So instead of cutting across it longitudinally or latitudinally, those are silly words, but you get what I mean, wide or across, almost always the ships and vessels that attempt that sort of travel are beset by storms and are lost at sea. And the stench is just awful in 𝐂𝐡𝐚. There's unwashed bodies, all manner of spices and disease and sickness, and just the stench of wet dog permeates and effluvia and fecal matter. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭, you're moving about on these boardwalks. You're quite familiar with their labyrinthian layout. You're heading to the Skewered Boar for your drink. A small habit of yours you've picked up starting every day in this poor excuse for a tavern. You're about 10 minutes off when you pass by a few men seated on their haunches on the boardwalk itself. Though men would be an inaccurate statement to describe them. They may be men by technicality, but they almost appear as beasts. They have warts that stick around their face like barnacles, and whole flaps of extra skin that seems to drape over them, making both of their eyes be disproportionately placed and lazy. Their mouths are, their lips are cleft, and on one of them in particular, they have skin connecting their index and middle finger, and their pinky and ring finger, as if to make it seem like some sort of claw. But it is essentially limp and tucked against his chest like a chicken's arm.
Mm.
They're draped up as if to cover their form in these turquoise cloaks, as if the light from the torches nearby hurts them. But they gaze up at you. The one on the right has a right eye that is similar to a goat's eye, almost. And they shout up at you, spitting drool with every word. "Oi, caddy! Oi, caddy, 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 caddy!"
Do I understand what this means?
You take it to be some sort of nickname for them. About
So
you.
they say their names like Pokemon?
They're saying your name. One of them waves.
Oh, Caddy. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
The one with the chicken arm waves his bum hand towards you as if to gesture over to you. "Long time no see, caddy." Though you just saw them yesterday.
Yeah, sure. It feels like ages. You're definitely looking fishier than usual today.
"Thanks, caddy." Now,
What's the word on the street?
"Oh, what's the word?" He wants to know what the word is. And they kind of nudge each other and give off a soft chuckle that sounds far more animalistic than it has any right to be coming out of human mouths. "I hear Marius is looking for you." "He's in trouble," the other one says, almost conspiratorially. "Aye. He's looking for you. He's got a job for you, caddy."
What is it this time, I wonder?
"I don't know."
Well, thanks for that. I flipped them each a silver.
"Most gracious you is, caddy." And they kiss the silver and tuck it underneath their breeches because they don't really have any pockets. Their clothes have been made for purpose, possibly even stolen. The one with the limp chicken arm uses his other arm, which has been tucked underneath the cloak this whole time, to scratch the side of his neck, and you can just see this rotted yellow fingernails jutting out, almost like talons. These people are familiar to you, and they're not the only ones.
Unfortunately, familiar.
They are...
Kadash kind of chokes down some bile in his throat, acting normal, like nothing's wrong.
They are
And
the most common population of Sakarum.
Definitely not my first choice of place to stay, but circumstances.
Though for these, they have no choice.
Yeah. Kadash says, just make sure you stay out of trouble. I need my ears to the ground, staying safe.
Trouble is the name of the day, the name of the game, Carrie. They kind of stutter. One of them laughs as if imitating a goat hee-hawing. These are mongrel folk, mutants, born under cursed stars or the result of noble inbreeding. Any number of stories you've heard them tell, some of them far more fanciful than others, perhaps embellished, though you have no reason to disbelieve them of this notion that perhaps they were born of greater purpose, if not for the curse of said birth. Thought hideous, most were killed off or tucked away as prisoners. Those who managed to run far enough north to Sakarum are the lucky ones, refugees. They don't have a home, and so they spend their lives begging here.
Well, Kadash is going to make his way to where he's expected,
And as
begrudgingly.
you're turning away, heading back in the same direction as the skewered boar, one of the mongrel folk shouts at your back, "And one more thing, Carrie. I
Pause
hear
and look back. What's that?
there be snakes about. Best be on the lookout. I hear they've got
Always
blood
is.
in their eyes."
Thanks for the heads up.
Best watch yourself, mate.
Will do. He does a little two-finger salute and then keeps going.
You have to wonder if circumstances were any different, if you and these mongrel folk that you're occasionally having to dodge around may have traded places at any one time. You feel the cold ring around your finger and perhaps count yourself lucky. As you see, just down the boardwalk, about 30 feet away, a rather gruff and older-looking man with wind-swept hair, graying slightly, dressed up in chainmail, and a very serious look on his face. Against your better judgment, you make eye contact, and you know who this is. As Marius Skyblood finds you.
Well, it took you long enough. I've been waiting here a little while. Where have you been?
Just out and about.
Out and about, eh? You sure you haven't been a little light-fingered?
No luck today, unfortunately.
All right, well, no skin off my nose either way. Look, I have a job for you. I heard you're good at what you do, and I need a
Eh,
professional.
some might say that.
Well, then, I guess we'll see if you live up to your reputation. I have a assignment that was given to me that I need to complete. Until then, I need somebody with your particular set of skills to accompany me.
I make no promises, but so be it.
That works. But just be sure you be careful. This isn't exactly the most hospitable place, as I'm sure you've noticed.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Hmm. All right. Let's see. And then I'm looking through some papers. And I'm trying to figure out exactly. I've been basically looking through the news bulletins, trying to figure out exactly what's been going on lately.
Right. These
Hmm.
bulletins are
And while he fills through the papers, I'm fiddling with my ring.
they're placed about here and there to advertise and indicate what's in port on this particular day. They're not officially printed. They're simply drawn upon haphazardly with whatever's available. And on the one you're holding, it says a band is needed. Band to indicate a group of fellows. Local druid is seeking protection. Meet at the Skewered Boar.
You ever heard of the skewered boar?
Uh, yeah, all too familiar. I was
Well,
actually planning to
looks
head there.
looks like that's our first stop. Come on.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Hmm. I guess so. Let's go.
Kadash is gonna kind of hold his coin pouch a little tighter to his body as they go.
And as the two of you move deeper into the depths of Sikarim, further away from the docks, um, you pass by several houses made of makeshift wood and driftwood. Uh, Oftentimes no bigger than a single person. They're barely any bigger than an outhouse, most cases. And sometimes they even are an outhouse, and they just pitched up a hammock above it and decided to sleep there. You see all manner of life. More mutants of various birth defects, some of them uh, more grisly and gruesome than others. A few of them have goat horns pulling out of their forehead. Some of them have
Ugh.
serpentine skin growing along their arm but stopping at the elbow, for example. But there are just as many regular humans as well moving about, though they're the sort that are certainly not clean. You couldn't guess, though you may have occasionally asked them what their professions would be. Many of them are sailors, traders, even pirates, when they give you that look in their eye that they're just waiting for a fight to start. Often clutching a bottle of rum at their side as they move about like zombies here and there along the boardwalk. Many people are also
Keep your sword close, lad.
Many people are also seated about with their legs kicking along the edge with long fishing poles, seeing what they could catch. Here and there, even you'll see a water moccasin moving about in the water, and you think
Mm.
the reptilian eyes of a crocodile peeking up before dipping back down.
Hope you're not afraid of snakes.
Not particularly.
There's a stray cat outside my window, walking back and forth. Oh, poor thing.
He's cold. Let him in.
He's rainy. I have a cat. We can't They would get in a fight. You reach around a bend where you're now closer again to the docking area. And you see, draped in robes of fine silk and painted blue and green, a group of people offloading some crates. And the strangest thing, as you're watching them go about their work, you realize how perfect all of their faces look. Perfectly symmetrical, beautiful, no blemishes. Their facial structure and nose almost looks androgynous.
Well, what a group of pretty boys we have here, eh?
Mm-hmm.
What are these fancy lads up to then?
I hazard a guess we're gonna find out soon.
Aye.
You move by them, and they continue about their business. One of them, who's handling a crate, sets it down on the dock and looks up at you and just follows your gaze as you move by them. Roll me a perception check.
Weird.
Oh, right. I have to roll yours for you, right, Hellbeard?
Yeah, you do.
Because
I think you
I have a
character
plus
sheet.
3 to perception.
your right hand is...
Yeah, kiss my hand. Yeah. Fucking never talking to people on cutting onions for burgers ever again. That was a mistake.
Hey, why didn't it roll?
Make sure you have Beyond 20 activated, and you...
I do have Beyond 20.
Did you tab over to features and
There
traits?
we go.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a...
That's a 4.
No,
It's
didn't show up
D10,
for me.
right?
It's a D20.
What is this? Is this D10 or D... Oh, so that was a... Wow, that was a dog shit roll.
It was.
Yeah,
You rolled
I got a. Why did it? I'm in
What'd you say?
features. I have my fucking. Did it?
Yeah,
Disable
that's
itself?
an ass roll. It's a fail. It's not a crit fail though.
Yeah,
No,
that's
mine-
still a pretty dog shit roll, though.
Okay, now it worked. I got a 13, but let me roll again because it didn't go through.
Yeah. You have to tab over to your features and traits in order to
Oh fuck yeah!
connect it. So Kadash,
That's a crit.
Marius doesn't seem all the wiser to this, but as you're following the gaze of this particular person, you make to turn away as if to not look at him, but then you keep looking in the corner of your eye, and you could have sworn that his eyes blinked sideways.
Mm.
What is it?
Probably best not to say out loud.
Aye, let's get some distance.
And eventually,
Yeah.
you do turn, and you find a poor excuse for a tavern. Let's do this here. A rather large. It's going to take a second to load. It's all blurry.
Isn't that quaint?
A rather large wooden structure with light coming in from inside. It's rather quiet for what it is. Most taverns are places of joy and laughter and singing, but very little is found here except for the distinct sound of mumblings and hidden deals. Above the doorway,
Creepy. I'd feel more comfortable if I saw even some drunks loitering about. But there's nothing. That's fucking weird.
I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. Let's just say things aren't quite what they seem.
above the
I
doorway.
didn't hire you for your ability to state the obvious, you know.
I love this. Feel free to cut
But
me
you
off
did
if you
hire
wanna
me
keep
for my
talking.
discretion.
Aye,
See,
fair enough.
the more we talk about it out loud, the more attention it draws to us.
Hmm.
I love it, by the way. Keep going. I'll give Marius an inspiration die. As you approach closer to what you know as the skewered boar, you can see its namesake hung above the doorway, which is also a poor excuse for a door. It's more like a shack, and you move the big plank of wood out of the way. Is the skewered head of a boar hanging from a net, and nailed haphazardly to the side of the door's threshold is a sign painted in white paint: "No orcs."
Well then, that's one way to
I
keep the unwanted out.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be right back. I go up to the bar. Is there anybody working the bar right now?
Well, you've approached the doorway.
Well, I thought we already opened the door.
No. You're
Okay.
at the door. Yeah.
Okay, then I peer carefully inside before opening it.
You peek inside, and you see various people moving about. Um, it's not particularly busy at this time of day. There's only, say, 4 or 5 people sitting in various makeshift tables. Sometimes not even tables. They're just crates stacked together neatly in barrels that people are sitting upon, holding clay cups or wooden tankards. Nothing is made of glass here, filled with what you hope is ale, though it just seems like dirty, muddy water from here. The torchlight is casting bizarre shadows on the faces of everybody that almost makes them look like cave paintings. As I have mentioned before, there's no merrymaking here. Most everybody is speaking in hushed whispers.
Let's keep
I
quiet then, huh?
Yeah. I'm going to see if anything looks out of place. If I notice anybody similar to the ones that we passed by on the way here with the sideways blinking eyes, or anything other that might seem wrong compared to what my character is used to seeing.
Hmm. Well, make a perception check again. See if you get another crit.
Okay. Not a crit, but could be worse.
So with a 13, you see the man behind the bar, a rather piggish man himself, ironically enough, who seems to be
Hmm.
built like a tree. He has this massive belly that's covered in a tunic and breeches and a very dirty, blood-stained apron, and
Hmm.
a squat, fat face with a piggish nose and very, very small eyes. His his front teeth have a chip in them, and he's got just this unshaven 5 o'clock shadow. But he's also bald, and a piece of his left ear has been bitten off as if by some creature. He's moving about as if waddling to serve various drinks to the people at the bar. There's no manner. He's simply pouring drinks wordlessly and pushing them about. As he's moving about the place, he's so heavy that it's a wonder that the rotted boards beneath him don't collapse beneath his feet, but by some miracle they hold. And off in the corner of the room, you see one of the few actual functioning tables. And deep in the shadow, the glint of a skull of a deer and antlers.
Hmm. Fun. Can I do a history check to see if I know what that is?
Okay. Go ahead
Or
and
some
roll
sort of check?
history. Go ahead and roll history.
Okay. That. Oof. Not good. I have no fucking clue.
Hmm. Let me take a look. But you mind rolling for me?
Sure thing.
Not much
Oh my
better.
god.
Let's try a history then.
Damn, we're getting crit fails left and right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay, that's better.
Well, that's a perception check, right?
Yeah, that's a perception. I was also going to do history after that as well, since history is something of a thing for Marius.
Okay. And what are you trying to recall precisely?
Just like in context of what's going on here, in terms of like the recalling what Kadesh was like, recalling the same sort, like trying to remember details about this specific region, because I was sent here as an assignment. They wouldn't have sent me in here blind, so
Mm-hmm. So, Sakarum, as I mentioned before, is a capital of smuggling goods and illegal trade. It is bordering the Amadeo. I have it in my notes. The hidden Amadeo jungle, which travels up Sabora's tail. Many a kind of humanoid creature of all shapes and sizes have traveled down from Sabora's tail, though any human expedition that's attempted to travel up rarely comes back alive. And those travelers and traders that come from Amadeo are often only human in guise itself, but are hiding something underneath. Now, most places where you're familiar with these types of people are slain, often seen as criminals or bandit lords. But here is neutral ground, where trade isn't happening, deals and networks are being forged. And it's all happening in a cloak and dagger, clandestine way. That is continuing on here,
now
as
what do
if
I
by tradition. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, oh yeah, if you're continuing, I don't want to interrupt. Go on.
No, that was all. Go ahead.
Okay, now I was going to say, now what do I perceive with this place in particular? Because this obviously isn't just your typical tavern.
Well, the Skewered Boar is one of many taverns that are found throughout Sakarum. Though this one in particular is, according to Kadash, far more inviting than your average. There are some that refuse humans at the door, and you have no idea what could be going on behind there. And there is what's the word? There's a rule of nonviolence in this particular tavern. It is a neutral zone, and as far as anybody has been aware, no fights have broken out here. And that seems to be the case here as well. Perhaps it's been chosen deliberately for that purpose. Also, you rolled a 19 in perception, so you saw that a bit.
I'll be
better
right
than
back.
Kadash. Yeah, no problem. You saw a bit better than Kadash that in the corner, that skull is seated atop the head of a rather older looking man, perhaps about your age. And he's not alone. He's sitting next to a rather thin, smaller humanoid thing that isn't human, but is in fact a frog, a gripply. And they're drinking together with another man who seems to be about just as lank and thin as the Gripply across the table from them.
All right. Interesting. Now the question is what to do from here. We obviously came here to find somebody, but I'm guessing they're not exactly in plain sight.
Right. So this group I just described is like in the corner of the room, a bit further out from the torchlight. The bar itself has like 3 or 4 people seated at it, not facing your direction. And there's a few other tables of just people muttering amongst themselves.
Gotcha. So, well, you obviously pointed out the guys at that table for a reason.
And as you're peeking through the cracks of the door, the light is obscured from you from a sudden shadow. As the door opens in front of you, and a rather tall-looking man with a close-cropped hair and hanging jowls, wearing a similar outfit to the bartender, just looks at you each and says, "Were you coming in or not?"
Aye, we'll be coming. We just wanted to get a feel for the place first. Sorry about that.
Each shrugs. "Aye, better safe than sorry, yes. Come on in then. Grab yourself a chair."
Aye. All right, then. Grab us some seat, then, would you, Caddy?
And since he's not here
If
to
you
respond
was-
back, yeah.
yeah.
You seat yourself down on a
Stand back.
crate. Kadash, there's a few crates available, crates and barrels, near to that strange group I described earlier.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear anything.
No,
So whatever group you're talking about, I don't know.
you walked into the tavern, and you found yourself a seat nearby to a group of people sitting at a table together.
Okay.
One of them, most notably, is a Gripply, a frog person.
Mhm.
One of them is wearing the skull of a deer, a buck on his head. And the other kind of reminds you of yourself. He's this lanky fellow.
Mm. This isn't suspicious at all.
Maguire, you recognize these two as they enter in. These seem to be the two that answered your call. You posted up on the board that you were in need of protection, and you got yourself an answer.
All right. So these two. All right. Let's see if I have any. I want to add some flair to this. I don't think. Is there any rats? The rats around?
Rats? No, but there's
Rats.
occasionally
heard of
bullfrogs hopping about. The boards beneath your feet are creaking as you shift your weight around on the crate you're sitting on, and occasionally you can see water moccasins and crocodiles moving about beneath you. Completely normal in 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭.
In fact, it's quite peaceful for me. Very nice. Very pleasant. Just enjoying my swamp water infused with a bit of grog.
Mm.
I kind of want to invite them a little bit stylishly. I don't know if I could do this. I have it prepared here, though.
Well, before I get to before Kadash gets too far, and he goes up to get a drink as usual. Whenever he visits,
Okay.
and he's gonna go up to the big old bartender and just say, "Whatever you got, strongest and cheapest. Not too picky."
The piggish bartender just lets out a loud snort and just says,
I'm
one.
not sure you'd be wanting to have the strongest stuff around here. You'll be waking up a week later with a throbbing headache.
Wait,
That's just my advice, though.
Hellbeard's the bartender too?
No.
No, I'm just sitting right
He's
next
just
to you.
commenting.
Oh,
I'm just
I'm
commenting.
not sitting next to you. I walked off from you.
I'm not. No. I went up to the bar. I asked you to grab us a seat.
I wasn't here
But-
for that.
Gotcha.
That's okay. That's okay. You can do both. You
Okay.
can grab a seat and then grab a drink.
I grab a seat after.
Okay.
Because routine, yeah.
You approach the bar. There's nowhere to sit down, so you're just standing next to a few people standing at the bar. And the bartender just kind of grumbles, 1 copper.
You got change for a silver?
I
Does this
accept
look like a
1
bank?
silver too. And he rubs his greasy hands together.
You give him that silver, you're never gonna get it back. This isn't a bank, mate.
Okay, pause. Time out real quick.
Yeah.
Hellbeard, I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but every single thing I do doesn't need a reaction from
Sorry
other
about
players.
that.
It's okay. I appreciate. I give big props to your RP, and I appreciate it. It's just, yeah.
Nah, you're good. You're both good.
Okay.
This is all about feeling the room
Yeah.
out, and Hellbeard's doing great.
Yeah. He is doing great. I give him props.
Go ahead, Paper.
I'd like to make a persuasion roll. And I say, come on, I'm in here all the time. You know me by now. You know I'm good for the money. You know I'll be repeat business. You trading my silver for a copper just means I have more copper to spend here.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
And then,
By the way, I just checked my stream, and I'm getting like a shit ton of dropped frames and like a bunch of red messages. I don't know what's causing it because, you know, maybe it's high traffic time. I don't know. It's 2 p.m. where I'm at. But oh well. The thing is, if it's not a good stream, it'll make a fine VOD because it's also recording. So it should be fine. Sucks, but is what it is. 15 when persuasion. The bartender shrugs his shoulders and cracks his neck and says, "Fine, we put this on a tab." And he pulls out these greasy and stained parchment paper that looks rather comically small, grasping it in his pudgy fingers. And he just finds a piece of charcoal, not an actual like ink and quill, just a piece of charcoal, and puts a little mark on there. And he reaches behind the bar and pulls out a small clay bowl, not a tankard or a cup, but just a little bowl. About the size of like a sauce bowl, you know what I mean? Like those little appetizer bowls, because it seems like he's running out. And he he pulls the keg, and you hear some protestation coming from the keg itself as pressure is released, and the liquid very slowly dribbles into the small bowl. And then eventually it sputters and a bit more viscous fluid pours out and fills it up, and he passes it to you.
Kadash can already imagine the feeling of it coating his throat. It's not the most pleasant, but he's somewhat used to it by now.
It does get the job done, though.
Yeah, he clears his throat. So, how much would that be?
It's on your tab. I don't forget a face.
Sounds good.
He
So when I hit, I'll pay you a silver now, and then when I hit 10 drinks, I'll give you another silver after for the next 10.
I've got a mind of an elephant. I don't forget a face. You best not be cheating me, boy. And he taps his
I
knees.
slide him a silver, and then I exchange it for a drink.
As
And then
you grab your drink and you're about to turn around and return to your seat, you accidentally nudge into the person seated on a bar stool next to you.
shit.
He's a rather big fellow.
Can I make a saving throw?
Sure. Make a dex save.
Just
Straight
boy, I'm
decks
just
or-
watching chaos unfold.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
you happen to nudge into this rather large person's arm, and you're about to spill your drink, but you actually catch yourself, and nothing spills, and you manage to redirect yourself so that you don't actually tumble fully into him. And this large man,
Whoa, sorry about that, friend.
who you hadn't really paid much mind to at first, has been kind of hunched over the bar as if to lay their head down on the table. But as their head looks up, you realize that it turns on a neck that is far too flexible. And you realize that coated beneath tunics and cloaks of various colors is the head of a snake.
Shit.
A forked tongue spits out of the front of this snake's mouth as its pin-pricked yellow eyes fix you like a meal, and you hear this reptilian growl rise up from its chest. Another figure.
Hey, friend, why don't I get you a drink? I cut him off as he's starting to hiss.
He does not respond to you at all. He's just staring at you. And the guy next to him, on his left, further from you, kind of seats himself up and takes a look at you. And you realize he looks exactly like those strange, pretty-faced men that were offloading cargo before you
shit.
got here. And they just say in a very slick voice, "He doesn't like you."
Let me guess, you don't like me either?
They just kind of let out a hiss, which seemed, as any indication, to bugger off.
Well, man, I kind of scurry off with my drink.
I'm gonna try and invite the person over by just basically holding up my hand, basically as if to call him over.
Okay.
Remember when I said I hope you're not afraid of reptiles, eh, mate?
It's less about them being reptiles and more the fact that they seemed very hostile.
Yeah. People around here aren't exactly the friendliest sort, obviously.
Yeah, I've been here many times, but never seen their faces before.
Aye, they do seem to be new. Kind of
Also-
odd, really. You never really see too many new faces around here.
Yes. Also, I'd like to... is there a roll I can make to kind of
Knows the gesture.
off to the side? No, off to the side, kind of whisper to... what's Hellbeard's character's name again?
Marius.
Marius. I'd like to whisper to Marius and tell him that one of those guys was similar to the ones that we walked past
Boy,
that I noticed.
you
DM.
mentioned something about that. You mentioned you
I did.
saw something too. What?
Yes, I mentioned I saw something. Should I make a roll or something, Ahmed? It's kind of, or
Oh,
is
like
this a fine? This is a
to be like
Fine.
secretive, basically, like to try and whisper.
yes, so that way they don't pick up that I noticed before, just in case somehow they're talking.
That'd be a stealth
each other.
roll. That's probably a stealth roll.
Okay. 6.
Ooh.
So
So not loud, but not the most quiet either.
you're trying to keep your voice down, but seeing those
A little shaken up.
those pinprick black slit eyes just peering through you, seeing you as nothing more than a meal, just kind of shook you, and you kind of lose a sense of how small this tavern really is and how far your voice carries. But they don't
Well,
seem to
Marius,
mind.
Marius, they seem to be. There's a lot of them. Those gentlemen we passed by earlier, unloading stuff. I think they're with them. So let's just be wary of that. Who knows how many more there are? And
Well,
I was told earlier that snakes are out for the meal. They smell blood in the air from a source.
Aye. All right. I'll keep a close eye on these then. Thanks.
Yeah. And then my passive perception is 13. DM, would you care to make a roll or have whoever is trying to get my attention make some sort of roll to get my attention?
With a passive that high, I wouldn't need to have you roll. You definitely notice the older man in the corner of the room with his two buddies sitting at the table with him, gesturing for the two of you to come over and sit with him.
And is my passive intelligence enough to understand the gesture? So it's a 12.
You're fine. I wouldn't go to that detail.
Okay.
Your passive intelligence. Come on, man.
I don't know. It could be them just holding their hand up for some reason.
Oh man, that happened to me the other day at work. There's
Yeah.
there's this girl standing in the entryway to my work, and it's like you have to
Yeah.
like badge in to get in, and she's just standing in that little like entryway, and I was in the break room,
Yeah.
and I was just standing there with my food waiting to heat it, and like I look over, and she's like waving in my direction, and for a split
Mhm.
second, I was like, oh, I should be nice and wave back, but then I caught myself, and I was like, she's not waving at me, and I knew I was right.
Yeah.
The person behind me. And I was like, yes, I avoided an awkward situation.
Yeah, because like for all I know, they could be trying to get the bartender's attention or something,
Mm-hmm.
wanting more drinks.
But they make eye contact
But
with
if
you.
my
Yeah.
okay, all right, I'm gonna kind of eye them cautiously, pretty suspicious, not knowing where their alliances lie.
I'm going to point more directly at him, and then gesture a little harder to like come over.
Um, can I? Uh,
You
can I
see
do
it.
some, yes, but can I do some sort of check to
You
see if
could.
I can tell whether or not he's friendly?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be insight.
You don't need a check for this. Nobody in this tavern looks friendly, except the Gripply looks oddly zen about the whole situation. Everybody in this tavern looks as if they're about ready to pull a knife at the shortest notice. But the little Fruge, the little frog man, is just gripping with both webbed hands his bowl of slop, whatever it is, and gruel, and just sipping it. Not even
If he weren't
minding
so
you.
hideous, that might be cute.
I think he's pretty cute. Here, let me show you. In the right tab. Maguire,
Okay.
by the way, he's your buddy. This Gripply.
Yep, he's my friend.
He calls
We've
him.
been setting out for a while now.
Where at? I can't. Not showing it.
Just a sec.
Okay.
There's probably a way I can do this, but I'll do it later. His name, he calls himself, or you call him, according to his grasp on common, a Houdini.
What is he, Magic Owl?
Houdini the Gripply.
Hmm.
But
So I know him
Yeah.
already? Or
You don't recognize him, but 𝐂𝐿 recognizes
okay.
Marius and the fact that you were traveling with him and is gesturing for you to join him.
Mm. I whisper over to Marius, you know this guy?
I take a look at the guy and I see if I recognize him.
It's said to meet at this this tavern in particular, and I don't know, he's wearing a skull on his head, so that must mean he's a druid. Nobody else really fits that description.
I think he's that druid we were supposed to meet. Come on, let's see what he wants.
All right. Kadash is gonna kind of fiddle with his ring a little nervously as they walk up.
Okay. Holden and 𝐂𝐿. You see two figures approaching your table.
Ah, good. You are here about the protection job, yes?
That's right. You're the one offered it then, I take it.
That is correct.
Alright,
I
what's the
need.
job?
Well, simple. You are to escort me and help me with a babysitting job.
Oh, Christ.
Kadash is
Excuse
gonna
me.
kind of groan.
Well, no, I'm not a Christ. What would it be? What would it be a god that I could use?
I mean, didn't need to be anything particular. You could also say, "Oh, gods, oh, by the gods." It can be any of that.
Oh, by
Yeah,
the
that-
gods, babysitting job then, eh?
Yes.
Alright.
Kadash is gonna kind of grit his teeth. Is the pay good?
How does 1 gold to start sound?
I've had worse, but I've had better. All right.
Don't worry, friends. It'll be fun. I promise.
I'll hand if they agree to start. I'm just gonna like put 2 gold on the table.
Well, you shouldn't have 2 gold.
It's in my inventory.
Yeah, convert that to silver.
Okay. Yeah, silver. Okay, that's
You're good.
gold. Let me see here.
1 gold is 10 silver.
No, no, no,
So
no.
that'd be
Just convert. Convert.
Oh,
your
yeah,
Instead
oh,
of
silver
yeah.
2
to
gold,
10
have
silver.
2
Straight.
silver.
10 silver.
Oh, okay, straight. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
my bad.
This was a session 0 thing. It's okay if you missed it.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, you're good. Because remember, gold is rare.
Yeah.
so. I'll just say 10 silver each then.
Alright then.
Not to be hasty, but who might you gentlemen be?
I am
Ah.
McGuire.
And I am Holden. It's a pleasure to meet you on this wonderful day.
Houdini.
I'll hold my hand out.
I give it a shake, and I'm like,
So, Moko is McGuire.
No, I'm Holden.
Oh, Holden. Okay. Holden. And then motivations McGuire.
Yep, I'm McGuire.
And then
And Houdini's Houdini.
one more time, Hellbeard's character's name is.
Marius. Yeah, I need to take notes too, but I kind
You-
of can't right now.
Yeah,
I'm
you have
putting
an
it in
excuse.
Discord
Okay.
notes. Yeah.
Yeah, let me-
Yeah.
Wait, which one's Houdini?
Houdini is the Gripply. PSA, by the way, definitely take notes, please.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
but
writing it all
Wait,
down
which
right now.
one's hold on, who's the Gripply then?
Houdini,
But who's Houdini?
the Gripply.
He's not a player.
Moko,
Right.
Moko
Oh.
is the Gripply.
No.
No.
Holden is.
Oh, it's not a player.
It's an NPC. Yeah.
Really?
There's Holden and Houdini, 2 separate entities.
Hold on, Houdini?
Okay.
Here, let me post a picture in here so you guys can see. it.
Yes.
This is what a Gripply looks like. I'm not going to put it on stream because I forgot to put the thing on stream. So VOD watchers must suffer.
Oh, okay.
He's,
Not they're kind of cute, I guess.
He's a cute little fellow. Yeah. Houdini.
But how tall is it?
He's about. He's pretty lanky, but he's only about 5 foot.
So I'm a decent bit taller, but not too incredibly much taller.
He holds out a slimy hand to shake. While His big tongue comes out of his mouth and licks his left eye. Houdini.
Charmed.
Do you shake?
I'm not.
I did shake
I'm
them.
not quite one for handshakes.
I did shake their hands. So
They're a bit slimy, but you just wipe that off on your clothes. Oh, and I was wrong.
yeah, I was about to say I'm literally a career soldier. This is nothing.
Actually, I got. He's not.
Listen,
5 foot,
I'm usually one for sticky fingers, but not this kind.
JoJo reference.
Save that kind of talk for the brothels, eh?
I didn't say that out loud.
Oh, you didn't. Okay.
No, that's out of character.
Okay, sorry.
No,
about
I'm not just gonna be fucking rude to the little frog guy.
that.
Yeah, you're fucking slimy, dude. I don't want to touch you. No, I'm not gonna say that out loud.
His grasp on the common tongue seems tenuous at best, so he doesn't seem to mind. I actually got it wrong. He's not 5 foot. He's 4 foot. So he's actually quite small.
Okay,
Oh.
he's a short guy.
But I mean, he's mostly legs, as you can tell by that picture.
Yeah.
But you seat yourselves
bad out of
down at a
context.
table together. The job. Maguire?
Yeah.
Begin recounting the job. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but 2 weeks ago, you have the text.
The text?
Yeah, the text.
I don't have any. This is
2 weeks ago, a friend of mine contacted me and told me that a particularly powerful person would like some help babysitting. Need something precious of theirs. I don't really have much of a recount. It's been like 2 weeks.
That's okay, because we're going to do a flashback. Flashback to 2 weeks ago. Maguire, you wake up in
Yep.
your grotto. You've made yourself a home out of a rather large swamp tree with all sorts of roots above ground. This place used to be what's the word? The water line used to be much higher in this area, but it has since dried out and allowed you to move about on the mud beneath. You've carved out a bit of a hovel for yourself.
I even baked the floor a bit.
You did. Scattered
It's nice
about.
and smooth.
It's an organized chaos. You're sleeping in a hammock above the ground, and all throughout this small little hovel of yours are various bone charms and furnishings, dishes of all sorts, various tools, herbs and spices.
You see like a couple of insects like pinned with like wood splinters.
Indeed. In another hammock above you is where Houdini would normally be sleeping, but he always gets up before you and begins doing chores about the place. You met several years ago. They don't have particularly long lifespans, but long ago you aided his tribe. They were suffering from a famine that was brought about by a local bullywug tribe that was harassing them. You managed to fend them off non-violently, reaching a compromise between the two tribes. And the tribe mother, as per tradition, rewarded you by making her firstborn son your life ward, naming themselves Houdini.
Your husband, your froggy husband.
Naming himself Houdini, he pledged to protect you for his entire life. Bit awkward to be handed a whole person as reward for something. But over the years,
Congratulations, you have an arranged marriage.
He is quite friendly, and he does whatever you tell him to.
Which I don't ask him to do much. I kind of just ask him to do small things just to sort of keep on his toes.
He
Can not make him not feel like
yeah,
he's doing nothing.
he keeps the grotto clean. He fixes you breakfast, and he helps you scout and explore and do whatever it is druids do on the day-to-day. It changes by the day, typically.
Sometimes I just pretend to be a snake. Some days I just meditate by turning into a snake and wrapping around a tree.
Yeah. Sometimes you even pull a prank
like
on
it-
Houdini.
Yeah. Oh no! I turned into a rat, Houdini. I'm rat.
Oh my god.
Okay. Rat.
Oh, I've been like trying to find my notes, and for some reason I've just sorry. Hold on. Control F. That's always worked. There we go. I have it now. Until
Houdini's been a good boy.
he is a good boy. And after all the daily chores are done, you're standing a few, like about 30 feet out from your grotto, just minding your own when Houdini approaches you. And he simply says, "Sing, bull!" And he points back to the grotto.
I go into the grotto. I'm assuming he means that there's a messenger bullfrog.
There is a gift that was given to you by a wandering wood elf nomadic tribe, what's known as a singing bowl. It's been forged out of glass and is drawn by swamp water every day, in which you perform minor auguries and divination. More so out of habit than with any expectation of some grand message.
You must respect the practice.
Indeed.
You must have respect for the work. Thus, you must give it equal respect.
You're a little loud on that.
This is the words of the old master, the old druid.
So, you'd already finished your daily augury, and so that means the singing bowl is already filled with swamp water that you tend to empty out in the morning and then refill. Though, strangely enough, at rest, the water is vibrating as if subjected to a tremor.
Oh no, there's a T-Rex nearby.
Don't worry about that. Not that one. Different one. Anyways, I listened to the bull fog. I must listen to it sing. Like, meditate with it as it sings.
Sing the song.
Go ahead.
Become one with the frog.
You place your hands on either end of the bowl and it's vibrating to the touch, very warm. And you dunk your head into the mossy, gross swamp water.
Refreshing.
As soon as your ears pass through into the water and you're fully submerged, you feel yourself traveling further beyond your body. Somewhere deep, deep within the earth. It's this feeling of sinking as if you're laying yourself down on a great bed of leaves and you feel the utmost of comfort. It doesn't happen often. Most places in nature are very uncomfortable to lay yourself down upon, but it's as if
Here,
you're falling into the earth.
falling into the earth, becoming one with the waters, the warm tides.
The mulch and dirt seem to just cascade around you and cover you as if you're being buried alive. But you don't panic, for you can breathe.
Let it take me.
You let it take me. You sink deeper below as you latch onto what you have taken to call the Great Green, this great network of nature and life that seems to interconnect all flora and fauna throughout the world, a nexus of sorts. And the closest node point to you is one that you know well and you've spoken with many a time, at least once a month, when she feels like it.
When she gets around to it, when she's not doing something else.
To the
That
singing
bitch.
bowl, to the singing bowl of the other druid of the Dragon's Gullet. I just had it. I just had it. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 𝐑𝐿. And here, let me paste it. Come on. Control C. Control V. I'll just type it. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 𝐑𝐿. You know this druid quite well and have had many conversations with her. She is much younger than you, in about her late 20s, early 30s, but she looks no older than 21. And you suspect that various home remedies have been applied to maintain her appearance. She dresses herself up in a green tunic and various branches and bark and bone charms of the like, similar to yours, but they seem far more polished. They're not as old or worn by time. And
She's more of the city than she is of the nature, but that is its own environment.
Indeed.
Has its own tree.
There's various seashells in her long brown hair. And she is quite beautiful, though not disturbingly beautiful, like similar to that of a moon elf, for example, but about as beautiful as a human woman could be. You know her to be a bit of an annoyance, in fact. I believe it's per her own words that she became a druid because it seemed like fun, which is a very strange reason to enter that profession. Druids exist in a very strange place as a class, and I don't mean as like a D&D class. I mean as like a class of person within the godless realms. Magic is to be feared, and if you are born with unstable magic, whether by the pact of a patron, of a warlock, or born with it in your blood like a sorcerer, or jealously guarded information like a wizard, more times than not, you are shunned, sometimes executed for excessive use of magic. They're afraid of it. But druids, on the other hand, they've managed to carve out their own way. So long as they maintain a status as a local hermit or a witch doctor who deliberately self-isolates, they're left well enough alone. People turn and look the other way and don't mind it, so long as they don't get up to any trouble. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 is the exception to this. For in the small fishing hamlet of Littoral Nell, she's something of a local celebrity. Everybody knows her name, and everybody knows what she's about. But because Littoral Nell is so far flung from the borderlands and is right there bordering Amadio and the Savage Kingdoms to the north, the authority, the long arm of the law, rarely makes its way out to Littoral Nell. And she's ingratiated herself with the citizenry there long enough that everybody essentially trusts her and knows her well, and that she wouldn't steer them wrong.
Right.
And a little thing about. Sorry, I just trailed off for a second. So, you see, coming into clarity, coastal beaches, seashells, and the turning of waves. And seated upon the beach, lazily, on what is known as Dragon's Cove, Sycamore. Oh, hello, Maguire. Long time no see.
Sycamore. I see you are enjoying the breeze. Although you have called me. For what reason?
Ah, yes, well, it's been a month, so I was just checking up on you. How have you been? Not going crazy in the swamp, are you?
I merely melding myself with that of nature and that of the waves, the waters, the swamp. You know me. We. It has been quite honestly relaxing just to be out there, even if the nature of it is particularly perilous to others. To me, it's a natural firstborn home.
Ah, well, I guess to each their own, I suppose. And as she's saying that, she's feeling the salt-laden ocean breeze blow against her face and pull her hair back. She kind of reaches down as a nearby crab crawls up onto her hand and she pets it, pushes it up
Rip,
against her cheek.
Danny.
But I'm afraid this is a bit more than a social call this time.
Why? What has happened?
I. She cringes. I need a bit of a favor.
That is not like you to ask favors. Usually you brag or gloat about your exploits. But you to ask favors, that's most peculiar.
Well, you're the only person I would go to with a job like this. We have an understanding, you see. And unfortunately, my hands are a bit tied. You remember Lirdella, right? The dragon turtle?
Yes, the one who makes it so that the sea is available to those of the fishermen and that of all the creatures.
She's an important
I'm
part.
sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. Lirdella is an important part of the dragon's gullet. We've had a long-standing friendship, she and I. It's her eggs, you see. She's laid them on Dragon's Cove, as she always done. And it's been my sense of duty to assist her in watching over them, waiting for them to hatch. But a rather urgent call came in. I've been called away on another job that, unfortunately, I just can't refuse. Family business.
Gonna make him an offer. Can't refuse.
I promised Lurdella that I would watch her eggs, but I also can't ignore this other job. I figured I could turn to you. Perhaps you could come over here and watch over them in the meantime?
Seems like it's a priority. I must, if that's the case.
Yes.
These eggs cannot be ignored. So, I must head over and I must watch these eggs.
Lurdella, she's
But not because of any wanting of what is it?
Hmm?
McGuire is actually like combing his brain. He's actually forgot the word. Why is it? Not because of uh alright. I'll come over and I'll watch them. but not for any other reason. This is important. Is there anything else I should know before I trek over Sycamore?
Sycamore, she gives a bit of a weak smile and feels a sort of self-assurance. See, this is why I called you over, Maguire, for all of our differences and how much we may get on each other's nerves here and there. You're the only one I knew I could turn to for this job. You understand the importance of it. Lordella, she's special. She's important. She might even be the last of her kind. These eggs, they're worth more than just the fact that they're her children. She protects us, you see, those of the gullet. As you well enough know, our relationship is important. She must continue on.
I cannot pry why such a matter would be so important to pull you away from such as the dragon eggs. But if you're not able to fill in, I will fill in for you.
Yes, maybe I'll tell you someday, but not today, unfortunately. It's just too much is going on, and she kind of puts her head in her hands. I've spent 3 weeks watching these eggs. I'm certain they won't hatch while they're under your protection, but just in case, you may want to bring some extra help. I
That's an
have
event flag.
rightful compensation for any group that would spend time with you to do this job. 50 silver per person that I have saved up.
Well, I'll need if I to ensure the safety, including with the scum of where I'm at.
Well, I trust you to know how to pick them. In any case, and she stands up and dusts off the sand. Meet me here in a few days' time, and I'll tell you more about the job. And then I must leave. And say hi to Houdini for me, will you? And she begins to walk away.
I will, Sakura.
And you feel yourself...
May
What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say may the green grace you.
What are you, Swamp Thing?
I am.
Yes, he is. That's where I
What the
took it to.
you fucking hear all this shit about being in the swamp, and you're like, "Oh, you swamp man? I drink the swamp
Oh,
water."
Swamp Thing
The giant
from DC.
No, I understand the reference. Yeah, it's a very intentional reference. You feel yourself sinking back into the coastal sands, and you wake up back in your grotto with the distinct smell of the ocean air fresh on your nose. You have a job to do.
Houdini, we have a job to do. Oh, and Sycamore says hello.
Sycamore sends her regards.
Houdini croaks a reply and starts packing up his things.
Little man already knows the assignment and understands it.
To Sakam we go, and then to the Toronel.
And thus
And
concludes...
we just sort of head out of our little...
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
And thus concludes your recounting of this tale to the group that you've gathered here. You met Holden in this very tavern a few days ago. And he helped you put up your notice and even suggested Marius Skyblood by name.
Yes. So we'll be heading up to the Toronel, and be doing something most dire. Does everyone understand?
So how much
I
of that backstory, that flashback, do you recount to us?
I figured that
Bas-
was every detail is. I mean, it's up to motivation.
I'll
Yeah.
just say every detail because everyone heard it, so I might as well not have any confusion anyway.
Yeah.
So every detail.
Kadash is gonna just kind of silently nod and go, 50 gold each, and
Silver.
so, yeah, retcon, 50 silver each, and
Oh, 50 silver just to babysit some eggs, eh? Not bad. I'll take it.
that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
But why do I get the sneaky suspicion that it's not gonna be that easy?
Probably not.
It never
I mean,
is.
who knows? Who knows how long those eggs have been sitting there already?
Well, only one way to
Also,
find
I don't
out.
know. God dragons, how long did their eggs take to incubate? I don't know. Do you?
I think that's not something we should be troubling ourselves with. Hopefully not, anyway. I'd rather not deal with some cranky. What did you say, dragon turtles?
Yes, the dragon turtle that
Ah.
protects Dragon Skeleton herself.
Yeah, I'd rather not be dealing with cranky dragon turtle babies, so let's just hope for our sakes they haven't hatched yet.
I mean, don't they just once they hatch, just go out in the world on their own like regular turtles?
Is this known?
Videla.
You would
If
assume
anything,
so.
you'll have Lindela's thanks as well
Oh,
as
he
the
assumes so.
payment.
McGuire is
So-
correct. Yep.
What? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, you want to repeat
I said
yourself?
you'll have Lindela's correct thanks as well.
That is a powerful ally to have.
Very.
All right,
Okay.
I'm in.
Alright, good. And you? Mars?
Yeah, what'd you say?
And you? You agreed to come along with this journey?
Count me in. Just, let's hope this doesn't get too complicated. I've got matters of my own to attend to.
Alright. Good. Then we should head off. Gather what supplies you need, and then we'll leave.
Right.
Alright, Houdini. It should be an interesting journey.
Holden, you've been pretty quiet up to this point, just kind of listening in on the conversation.
Yeah, I've been listening. I've been waiting to say I was just about to say something actually.
Go
I'll
ahead.
say. So do we So how much does everyone need to get ready?
It
Are
should.
we
Ahmed, how far is the trip by foot or by canoe?
Well,
Whichever one.
we should be. Are we looking at the same screen? The dragon's gullet here.
Yes, I see
Yeah.
the line.
If we wanted to travel directly to it,
72 feet.
that would be a few days' journey by boat.
Yep, that'd be the quickest. Which I don't know how much we have available for that. And then there's the by foot, which is probably the cheapest, supposedly, except for the fact we have to buy rations. Be prepared and basically not die. It would be the most longest and treacherous, but also the cheapest alternative if we can't afford the boat.
How much does a boat trip usually cost?
You have your own. Thankfully,
Oh.
Holden,
Excellent.
you have your own boat. It's just a rowboat, though with enough prayers, maybe Pelagia won't sink you as you cross the bay.
All right. That makes things very easy. Relatively. Fuck. Wow. I'm stuck in my throat. So I guess I'll tell everyone. All right, everyone. So once we're all ready, I've got a boat just waiting for us to head over there.
Well, that certainly settles that particular problem. All right then. Now, where are we going specifically? You said
The
can't-
Toronel.
Toronel.
Straight to Littoral Nell. Yes.
Yeah.
The
I think
small
that's where
fishing
my
villages.
letter's supposed to go, right? Yeah, I think that is where my letter's. Excuse me.
God bless you.
Bless
How
you.
convenient, right?
Maybe
I think that is where my letter is supposed to go to. So
I mean, Kadash just gonna think, as long as it gets me away from these snakes, whoever they are.
Yeah, Kadash, you
Try not to talk about
you definitely feel the sins on your back crawling up. Your death might soon be at hand if you don't cut out of town quick.
legit. You have an excuse now.
I mean, yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, I wouldn't speak about them behind their backs.
Well,
Just to believe.
I mean, he wasn't saying it out loud. He was thinking
Okay.
to himself.
Okay. Anyways, so do you want to do a time skip to where we gather all the stuff and get all the supplies, or
Well, as you're all standing up, you finish your drinks. You notice that during the recounting of Maguire's tale, that group of people at the bar had slipped out. And they're gone.
Or would you? They slipped out, or they slipped out?
Slipped out.
well, maybe we'll have a bit of a race then.
Kadash feels a cold sweat run down the back of his neck, noticing that they're gone.
Friends of yours, I take it, or rather, not so friends.
I'd rather not stick around to find out.
Oh, well then there's no use waiting around here. Let's get on our way then.
Yep.
Yes.
Kadash's gonna hike up his pack of all his belongings, and head out with everybody else.
do you want to buy anything before we
Yeah.
leave? Extra rations,
Yes.
rope.
I will ask, is there anything that these little shell dragons, is there anything we might need in particular for taking care of these little ones?
We
Or
can
just
go
being
shopping when we
around
get to the
them?
tutorial now. Let's just
Oh, that's fair.
let's just get out of here before things
Yes.
devolve.
That is a most fair point.
Well,
All right, I guess I will lead the way to my boat.
Okay. So, yeah, what's the marching order? Holden out front?
Yes, yeah.
Kadash quickly would like to make a perception check, see if he spots anything suspicious. He is a little paranoid at this point, so
Okay,
like
go ahead.
just look, even if it's pointless. He's
So,
not sure, but he's been wrong before. But
Yeah.
things seem to be fine.
As far as the tavern itself, it looks just about as cutthroat and full of tension that could be cut with a knife as it normally does, but this time without that group of strangely beautiful strangers at the bar.
Yeah, and he's really fighting the urge to cast major armor on himself, but he knows that'll give him away if he does, so he's not going to.
Do I
Begrudgingly.
notice him like nervously peering around, like
Well, he's not like moving his whole body and head.
No. But you do notice that Kadash, amongst each of you, is a rather cautious person, for certain. the kind of person
Yeah, I
that,
guess it's just been.
that
I
probably
wouldn't
has
know if he's good.
A good reason to.
basically your first impression of him is probably that he has a lot of enemies and he's just watching his back constantly. Holden, I don't know. You seem to be rather zen, pretty confident.
He seems
Yes.
friends with everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kadash is just jumping at shadows by comparison.
Yeah, I wouldn't know enough if he's like overly paranoid. If he's just this is just how Kadesh is. So I'll just leave it.
The one thing that sets your mind at ease is that looking at Kadash and then making eye contact with Marius and seeing the trust there is well enough that it'll work.
Yep, let's set the head out.
So Holden out
Okay, I
front.
guess. Yep,
Who's
I
next?
will lead the way.
Who's next?
Yes. Who's after me? I will pick volunteers then. Let's have Marius.
Okay, so
What do you want me to do exactly? What are you trying to Shanghai me into doing here?
we'll just
Oh well, we got to get going.
we're just
Yeah, let's
talking
go
about,
then. I was
We
already
just got.
damn. Okay. Yeah, we're just asking marching orders. So it's gonna go Holden,
Yeah.
Malleus. Who's after Malleus? Marius, excuse me.
Well, Kadash doesn't want to be in the very back, so he's gonna be second to last.
Okay. So that would put Maguire at the back. Okay. So you exit out of the skewered boar and make your way through the labyrinthian boardwalk in the direction of Holden's rowboat. You travel for about 10 minutes. It's on the far end of the docks. When I need to make a thingamajig. Sorry, I'm trying to like find, because Roll20 changed everything. So I'm having to like look for stuff again. Okay. As you're moving about, you come upon a crossroads. On your right side is a rather large wooden structure that seems to be a large townhouse where multiple people sleep at once. On your left side is a small merchant stall that seems to just sell random bits and bobs and odd ends. The person who runs it doesn't seem to be there at the moment. And the boardwalk continues on and then goes left or right. And out before you, stretching out before you, is the great marshy swamplands and black water and various trees off in the distance. And if you continue on, turning left, it'll take you further along the dock where there's various boardwalks with rowboats tied to posts and people offloading various things there. The direction that Holden's boat is being kept.
Okay, I do want to ask this. This is a stupid question and probably a little late, but since I saw the boar head, can I transform into a boar?
Sorry, what? One more time?
Since I saw the boar head, can I turn into a boar?
Maguire, I suppose you could, though everybody would... You're not alone on this dock. You've been...
I'm not turning into a boar right now. I'm saying is it available to?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Add that to
Yeah.
your list. Though I don't think
Was it the whole body or is it just the head?
It was just the head, but...
Yeah, turn into a boar head.
A rotting boar head. Fun.
Honestly, that would be a good transformation. Be pretty terrifying.
Be a pretty neat party trick, at least, especially if you wanted to do kids' parties.
I would go fire for war, honestly.
You're passing by
Yeah, full bore.
several other boardwalks on your left or right that disappear off into the dark down various alleyways. You hear the heavy footfalls creaking on the boards on your right, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭, as that snake-headed man walks right up to
Shit,
you.
shit.
And he towers over everybody. He's like 6'6". And he reaches out as if to grab you by the neck.
Do I notice this happening?
Everybody sees this, especially
Okay.
𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 is gonna wait till he's gonna have a mage armor ready on himself if things actually do pop off. he's gonna have it ready. Like he can feel the ring shift, like the energy shifting a little bit, but he's holding it in until he absolutely knows if it's necessary or not.
Okay.
Because he really doesn't want to show his hand yet. He also doesn't
I
want to bang.
will. Okay. I'm gonna step over and I'm gonna look at this steak man and say, good day, sir. Is there something you needed from us? From my merry crew?
Okay. And who's saying that? I missed. Is it Holden?
Holden. Me.
Okay.
Yes, Holden.
So as you
I'm gonna
turn
keep my
around-
hand on my blade, on my sword, on my hilt, as it's on the blade, on the hilt of my blade as it's sheathed, and just in case shit gets good.
Okay.
All right. Does he respond? Snake
So
man respond?
the large man reaches over to grab 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 by the neck. Make a contested grapple check.
Ooh.
𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭.
𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭?
Yes.
Not even a dexterity, just a grapple.
A contested grapple check.
So he is touching me.
Oh, he's reaching for you with a big meaty paw.
Could I do acrobatics instead to try and dodge out of the way?
Not sure if that's
Because
how.
this seems more like a dexterous. It seems more dexterous than strength based. Because if he isn't touching me yet, this seems more like a get out of the way rather than a fight. Grip.
I will allow it in this particular case, and if you want help on the roll, I believe Marius has an inspiration he could throw your way as well.
I can't remember. So assist is only using the higher score, right? If somebody's not
The house
your
rule.
advantage.
The house rule for this particular game is that you must have proficiency in a particular skill in order to use the help action, and it's the higher
okay.
modifier between the two of you. But in this case, I'm
Okay.
just going to
Yeah,
ask you for acrobatics.
Okay. Was the advantage
That's only if
wanting to be used, or the inspiration, was he wanting to use it?
that's only if Hellbeard wants.
Don't have to.
It's
Yeah.
up to him. And he can make that decision after you roll and you see the result.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll acrobatics.
Okay. Okay.
How do I pull up my character sheet?
Wait, what? Sorry, one more time.
How do I pull up my character sheet?
Oh, so you go to D&D Beyond, you go to campaigns, and then you find the one that's your name, and then you click on that, and it should send you to your character sheet there.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
There we go, yeah.
You get a little inspiration thing, which is next to your walking speed, by the way. It's got like a little sunrise thing.
Gotcha.
As a reminder about that, you have that until the end of next session, then it expires. So I encourage you to use it whenever you have it. But in any case, a 13 in acrobatics. As the rather large snake-headed man reaches their paw out to grip you by the neck, you bat it away with your opposing hand and knock it to the side.
Wouldn't that be more just ducking out of the way, though?
Yeah. You parry his hand out of the way and duck.
Okay. I understand.
And in a split second, you realize that this snake, despite being battered away, is still running after you. He's still trying to grab you.
I'm gonna instead of mage armor, I'm gonna how obvious is casting at expeditious retreat in this
Well,
world? Like, how obvious would that be?
I mean, any spell cast with like a verbal or somatic component is noticeable. But again,
I mean, to other people besides the one chasing me.
oh, I see what you mean. I don't know well enough about that. So could you post the spell description in Roll20 just so I can be sure?
Okay. For some reason, the chat's pop-up window for me. I don't know why.
Oh, here's how
And
you
then
do
it's
it. Here's how
verbal
you do it.
somatic.
So if you want to post things like the description of a spell into Roll20, yeah, you can click that button.
That.
You found it. Yeah, so it doesn't say anything crazy happens. They'll just see you chanting something and waving something with your hand. But at the same time, your passive insight
Can I just have it be oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit?
Your passive
I might step in and help.
Your passive insight indicates
Maybe.
that this is a life or death situation because this guy
Okay.
is huge. Everybody roll perception.
Yes. Okay, I'll roll perception. I think I
Alright.
will do something as well. You roll perception.
Am I
11.
casting expeditious retreat?
You can if you like, but let's let everybody...
Yeah, you can cast that. I will also do something.
Yeah, everybody roll perception.
That 11. Lots of 11s.
Okay,
I mean, my passive is 15, but whether.
and that is my spell slot.
9.
It's a 9,
9,
11.
9, 9, 9, 9, 9,
9/11. Yay.
Okay. Paper, go ahead and roll me a perception, please.
Perception, okay.
Yes, sir.
Whoop. Ah, shit.
Okay. So all of you are suddenly surprised as multiple figures jump up from the water beneath and occupy the deck right next to you. There are several, 5 or 6 of them, all surrounding you in an ambush flanking formation. They're right in
Can
your
I say
face.
mage armor now? Because is that will?
Well, just a second. I'm still describing things.
Go ahead.
As they get right up in your face, you see their beautiful faces melt away as if wax on a candle, and beneath them the rigid brow and black slits and glowing yellow eyes of a serpent. They bare their snake fangs at you and wisping forked tongues, and they pull out daggers.
I guess you weren't bloody kidding when you said we should keep our eyes on these things.
Yeah,
Everybody is smart enough to realize there's too many here to fight.
Okay.
I do not like these odds.
Time to go.
Yep. Definitely time to go. Kadash kind of gets
You look
formed in kind of a darkish kind of fog
Okay.
as he's running away.
Everybody,
Making sure not to get too far from the group.
everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Wait, before you do.
Oh.
Actually, no, you know what? Never mind. Just go ahead.
Too late.
Because you don't have any tokens down anyway. It's fine.
Yeah.
Remember, this session was done entirely without notes. Just keep that in mind. I'm just gonna add it manually for now because I don't know. It doesn't
Let's
matter.
wait. Let's wait.
Alright.
There it is.
And then I.
Let's see here. The audio is
So
doubling for me.
could we
but it
argue that I
shouldn't
have
be.
advantage on initiative since I already kind of was scurrying around?
Nope, just straight advantage or straight initiative,
Okay,
please.
it was worth a shot.
You're testing that line. I know what you're doing.
I'm not
Uh,
testing the line. I was trying to see what's fair. Your eyes.
Nah, you're good. I'm missing. All right, I got to roll for you. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry about it. And we'll only be this session anyway, so no biggie.
Yeah, no problem. I just have like a lot of tabs I gotta click through. Oh, perfect.
Close your tabs, you fucking psycho.
That is not great initiative.
Don't worry, rolls of shit. I have a headache.
Okay,
I'm
roll.
gonna take some aspirin.
Yeah, this happened in the last session for some reason. When I played music, it doubled the audio, but when I asked my players, it only sounded like single.
Ah, okay.
So I don't know.
I see.
I don't know what that's about. I'll have to check the VOD to see if it showed up there. A lot of 14s.
Oh boy, we are in trouble.
Holden goes first.
All right.
Okay, now
I am going to. Yes.
we
Yes.
are fleeing, correct? Not fighting?
I think
Yeah,
that's a good
I think that is a good idea.
Okay, so the way this is going to work, you can choose to spend your entire turn dashing, and then you have to make a con,
No.
roll a d20 at the end of your turn, or excuse me, a con check. Oh, hold on. Fuck. I misquoted. Here, let me read the rule out to you. During the chase, a participant can freely use the dash action a number of times equal to 3 plus its constitution modifier. Each additional dash action it takes during the chase requires the creature to succeed on a DC 10 con check at the end of its turn or gain 1 level of exhaustion. Once exhaustion reaches level 5, your speed becomes 0. So, you can do other things. You can cast spells.
But what about since I have Expeditious Retreat active?
That helps you a lot. So, as a bonus action on each of your turns, your spell ends, you can take the dash action.
And it's concentration 10 minutes.
So you have it for a while. So yeah. I would say.
And then I have Mage Armor as well. So if anyone tries to hit me with anything.
How many dashes can you do a turn?
I guess I could do an action and a bonus action one. I don't know.
No. 3 plus your con mod. How much is that?
But isn't that a nerf then? Because
no, I'm just
if I'm using Expedition Retreat, wouldn't that give me another one or something?
I'm not there yet. I'm just asking for a number. What's 3 plus your con
3 plus my con mod? 4.
Okay, so you can dash 4 times normally before needing to make a con check. But because you used Expeditious Retreat as a bonus action, allowing you to dash an additional time per turn, I'll just double it so you can do it 8 times.
Sweet.
For everybody else, keep track of your thing and let me know.
Yeah.
But in any case, Holden, you're surrounded
Yes.
on all sides by
Okay.
snakekin.
All right. I'm going to see if I can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast minor illusion cantrip, and I'm going to see if I can. Well, I'm going to make a voice shouting from somewhat nearby, yelling, "Hey, what's going on over here?" As if it's someone trying to intervene.
Okay.
Oh, ventriloquism. Not a bad idea, actually.
Okay. They have to make a roll, I think. Could you post the spell?
Okay. Oh yes. Yeah. Let me post that. Okay. So if I do that, it's search spell. That should be minor.
It says like
Okay.
cast to VTT and it'll show like the stuff.
Display in VTT. There we go.
There you go. Thank you. Let's see. They have to check against your spell save DC with investigation.
Which in my spell save is. Oh yeah, because okay, I need to calculate that because I forgot. I am
It's in
wizard
your
initiate.
So go to your spells tab
Yep.
and it'll give you that number.
I yeah, I know it's usually there on like other things, but I think it is not there this time. That's did I swear I wrote this down somewhere. Okay. Yeah, that's I don't hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna calculate this real quick because it is not in the normal spot on the character sheet.
Hey, you're right. That's strange.
Third. I think it's because it's a feat and not like I'm not actually a wizard.
Not quite yet. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Spell casting
Here,
ability.
fuck with some magic.
What is it? 8 plus proficiency plus intelligence modifier. Okay, so 8 plus 10 plus 3, 13. Let me jot that down on my character sheet.
Okay, so they have to beat a 13.
Yes.
So all of the Yuan-Ti, not the Yuan-Ti, Snakekin, definitely not Forgotten Realms. Ignore that. All of the Snakekin turn in the direction of your illusion.
All right.
And
I will
you
use this
all have an
opportunity
to run without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Time to run.
Except for the Malison.
Yes.
The Malison doesn't give a shit. He's still trying to get a grip on 𝐂𝐸.
Ooh,
Well,
okay.
couldn't I use disengage as part of as an action, and then use the bonus action to dash?
You could, but not yet. We'll get to it.
Because when that, okay.
Anyway, Holden, continue with your turn.
Yes. Okay. All right. I use this. So he is grabbing. Okay, he's grabbing him. I will begin to run away. Well, I will not dash. I will move normally. That was an action, so I cannot. I guess I'll run by the other members of the party. I guess I'll tell Marius he seems to be close to 𝐂𝐸 to help 𝐂𝐸 out, and then we can all get away. Yes, help your friend out, and we can use this chance to escape. And and then I will go. I will walk. Well, walk. I will use my 30-foot movement. No, not walk. I'm thinking of this in terms of 30 feet is not dash, therefore it is walk, which is obviously not the case.
No. But yeah.
Yes, I will run as fast as I can within my 30-foot speed to go. Yeah. And then end my turn.
Okay. The Snakekin are all confused A few of them draw out their daggers and begin moving in the direction, giving everybody, except for 𝐂𝐡𝐚 and Maguire, a chance to run away or do something, basically.
What do you mean, except for what?
I'm too far down the turn order.
Didn't I already escape him with the acrobatics? Not
Yeah.
getting grabbed.
Yeah, but he's still
I
trying
thought
to
that
go
was the
after
point
you.
of that.
You escaped him, but he's still...
Yeah, but how can he keep up with me with expeditious retreat?
It's not your
Because he's
turn
a massive big boy.
Well, I was already running before we got initiative.
yet. Okay.
I started running right before everyone jumped up.
Okay. We'll retcon it then. 𝐂𝐡𝐚 is on the move. Let's see here. And did you fully
Yeah, there's
dash?
no way Dash wasn't the first one out of there. Yeah, I cast expeditious retreat, and then I cast mage armor.
Okay.
I burned my only spell slot for the day on this.
Life or death, man.
Okay.
That's
Oh wait, I have cantrips, not spells. Sweet.
So
I only can't cast my ray of sickness.
as you attempt to move away from the larger snakekin, it lashes out with its bite and it manages to hit you.
Even with a armor class of 13 plus 2.
Yes, he rolled
15?
he rolled a 24.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
fuck.
fuck.
And he does 4
Where's
piercing
Ooh.
and 5 poison.
Ow!
Oh, they've got poison bites. Fuck.
So advantage against disease doesn't help with that at all.
No.
No.
It's
Okay, so-
poison, not disease.
So 4 plus it was 4 piercing, so 9 damage.
Yes.
Ouch!
But you
I'm
are
down to 4 hit.
4 hit points.
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
Ah, for fuck. Man. Son of a bitch. How do I roll just a straight d20?
There's
Text
a
On
little-
chat.
D&D Beyond in the oh yeah.
You can do it both ways, either in D&D Beyond or
Yeah.
Roll20. You can click the dice in the upper left.
Ah, not d29. Fuck.
Go ahead and
29.
re-roll that as just a d20.
Yeah.
Okay. You do not sustain a lingering injury
Well,
as you take off like the wind. You literally just like leap over all the people in front of you. You spin yourself around a wooden beam and you begin charging off, tearing down the boardwalk towards the direction you were already going in. Holden does his
Yes.
turn and begins running in the direction of 𝐂𝐡𝐚. The Malison looks rather upset that his quarry got away, and he's looking at Maguire and Marius left in the dust of the 2 roguish types in their party.
Maguire Modestus?
Marius and Maguire.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys seem a little strong for the first encounter of the campaign.
Yes, they are. The Malison is going to attempt to grapple with Maguire. Roll contested athletics, or you could try acrobatics.
Alright. Hold on. I have a headache, so give me a moment.
Yeah, it's no problem.
You said athletics or acrobatics?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. So the the Malison, a lot of M names in this campaign. The Malison grabs you by the neck and begins holding you up above the ground.
Great. Yep.
Houdini. Hold on, I closed the thing.
Houdini's mad. But he needs to run. Run, fuck boy, run.
Run, boy, run. The sun is not after you. So Houdini sees what's going on between the Malison and Maguire, and his long tongue shoots out 5 full feet out of his body and slaps him across the head
Wow.
and causes the Malison to lose his balance and fall back into the water. Maguire, make a dex save.
Okay.
I don't have a high enough Discord. Nitro.
You can.
Oh, I had wrong thing, but it doesn't matter. Same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You have the same modifier you should, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Would anybody like to modify that with an inspiration?
I'll do it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll again, Maguire. Take the
No,
higher.
that doesn't matter. $15.
Okay. So the full weight of the Malison as it falls back into the water is about to take you in as it's firmly gripping onto your neck. But you manage to slip away from its palm and just catch yourself. You are prone, and you spend half of your movement to stand up, but you're no longer surrounded by enemies and you can run away.
I feel like I should do something more clever. Which is... What shape do I have? Oh, I have a snake.
Houdini just goes, run! And then standing leaps 30 feet into the air.
You know what we could do is I could transform into a snake and Houdini could carry me,
Maybe.
which would be more clever. But I think he's already gone.
Oh, if you wanted to coordinate that because he's your manservant, go for it.
Yeah, I would like to coordinate that.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, Houdini carry me, I'm gonna transform into a snake.
Okay. You transform into a
Ironic.
snake. He slithers up on his shoulder and he standing leaps away, leaving just Marius and an entire group of angry snakekin now turning back from that alleyway that they peeked down and looking back at you.
Hell no.
I probably should have done it with the nuclear, but fuck it.
Nah,
I'm running my ass off.
you begin to run.
Thank God I've got Thank God I got
Fucking JoJo
+6
ass moment.
athletics. I got +6 athletics, so
This is like
hopefully isn't too bad.
it's like that scene in Dead Man's Chest where he's like, "Start, run, run," and the entire tribe is behind him.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're now in the chase sequence.
I'm just Nigurundeyo.
Gadash, you can dash 8 times before you have to roll con.
All right. Well, good thing I have a really high con score. Okay. The question is that
I'm Kadash.
athletics, does that affect my dash?
It's your con. It's just your straight con.
Athletics or Constitution?
Constitution.
Just constitution.
My athletics actually has a higher score, so
Yeah, well, my athletics has a lower score, so
I'll roll athletics then, because
it's.
I assume it'd be a
I'm
con
Kadash.
saving, right? It'd be like a
He said
D20 plus con
Kadash. I'm Kadash.
saving. Okay, dash. Dur.
It's not your turn yet.
Nah, you're good.
I thought he said dash.
Dash.
Oh, he did say dash, but
It's going to be very confusing, isn't it? Every time you want to dash.
Kadash is dashing for sure.
He is. How many times do you want to dash?
So it's how many times? It's per turn, right?
Yes. You can dash 8 times, and if you wanted to dash more, then you would have to roll con.
Well, I mean, there's there's nobody gaining on me, is there? Or do I see anybody up ahead as I'm running?
The boardwalk is full as ever with various people going about moving crates. So you're having to like dodge back and forth between a lot of them to get through
I'll
them.
just do 8, I guess.
Okay. You dash 8 times. I should track this. Plus 8. Okay.
So 60 times 8.
We're now at Marius.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run.
Okay.
Right back out of the restroom.
So it is 3. So you can dash 6 times before. Are you gonna?
Okay. 6 times per turn, you said?
You can do it as many times as you want, but you can do it 6 times before you have to start taking con checks to combat exhaustion.
All right, I'll do 6 dashes.
Okay. So Marius, you're running up behind Holden. You see Kadash. He's like slipping back and forth between a bunch of people, pushing them over. A few of them are falling into the swamp below. He even at one point jumps up onto the rooftops of a few of the wood structures along the edges of the boardwalk. And you're just watching him go and just hoofing it, just pumping your arms up and down, trying to do your best to sprint and keep him within your line of sight.
Yep. That's a good thing I have athletics in case we need to do that.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Rather you roll it. I'm guessing it's a athletic. Is it plus athletics or is it just a base d20?
Oh, it's just a d20. Here, I'll roll it for you.
Okay.
Oh, great. You got a nat
Nope.
1.
Wow. So
So-
I'm guessing I fall on my face, right?
Okay, so as you're watching Kadash, you forget to look right in front of you, and you see a large mule that's being led by a rope right barring your path, as you need to roll acrobatics, which I'll also roll for you.
Oh,
I
I'm back.
can't roll athletics to dodge out of its way.
Okay.
Am I not able to roll athletics to dodge out of its way or what?
It's asking for acrobatics, so I'm just following that.
Well, I mean,
Damn, if only I could make a
argu-
strength check
arguably, he could do athletics to jump over it.
or I could do a strength check to just shove the mule aside.
Chase mechanics are kind of silly, but we'll just do it as we do it.
I mean,
Uh,
DM could kind of go off what makes sense
no, I
based on
agree.
the character.
I agree. I agree.
I think it would make more sense. He'd either try to move aside or he's not really.
Yeah.
You don't really
There's
do
more
a
than
lot of
one way-
jumping in the
More
military.
than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, you wouldn't really do much jumping in the military outside of jumping jacks. I'd say it would probably be either he'd try to move out of its way or he would try to shove it aside.
Let's see if
And he
can-
does have 19 strength, so he probably that wouldn't be necessarily out of the question.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check then.
All right. It'd be D20 plus the athletics modifier, right?
Yep, I'm gonna roll it for you.
Okay, so that'd be
23.
Okay, perfect.
Jesus Christ, 23.
Boosh!
So you bash into this donkey, and it lets out an awful yell as it falls into the mud.
Oh my god.
However, this did slow you down for about 10 feet, and you see Kadash getting further and further away from you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Maguire, you are on top of Houdini, who's leaping rather dexterously from building to building, keeping up quite easily with Kadash, not even needing to run. He's just hopping. Holden.
Yes. I will keep running, I guess. I will dash.
Okay.
So
How many
that
can
is
you
1
do?
out of my 5 uses. I can do 5.
Okay. You can do the full
Yeah.
5, and then any more is when you have to make the roll.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. I guess that'll be it for this turn. Is that I just dash forward?
5 times?
Wait. Are you saying that? Oh. Okay. Yes. I will. For now, I will. Yes.
Uh-huh.
The initial time, I will use all 5 to get as far away as possible.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. And then that's it for me. No, I don't have anything else.
So you begin moving down the docks, and you actually catch up with Marius, and you see him picking himself back up to speed, and the scene of chaos as a bunch of people are running about, yelling things in various languages as they're trying to pull this donkey up out of the water. Roll a d20.
Okay.
Also, I'd imagine people are pretty bewildered by a kind of a black shadowy streak kind of running by them.
16.
16. Okay. So you pat Marius on the shoulder and continue on, trying to keep pace with him.
Yep.
𝐂𝐡𝐭's turn. Let's see here. They dash 3 times, and they will attempt to dash 2 more. And they accumulate 1 point of exhaustion as they begin to catch up with you. They are right on your tail, about 60 feet away from you. One of them throws a dagger,
Alright.
and it lodges itself into the board right at your heels, but you're just ahead of them.
Mm.
The Malison is nowhere to be seen. He's gone. Houdini
I
catches
can hear
up
the
with
police in the
Kadash.
background.
Yeah. Houdini catches up with Kadash quite easily. Kadash?
Okay, how far away am I from the 𝐂𝐴𝐿?
You are, let's see here, like 100 feet away. Almost 120 feet.
So if I were to say use Eldritch Blast, how many dashes could I still do and not get exhaustion?
Probably, I would just say 1 less than you can normally. So, it'd be
So I
like
could do
7
7
instead of 8.
dashes in an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. Expeditious retreat. I guess this is what it's for, ain't it right? Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
must
Okay. So I'm gonna toss back 1 Eldritch Blast, trying to hit whichever the biggest looking one is.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do 7 dashes.
Okay. You hit it. Roll damage, which I think it already did. So you smack, like Marius and Holden, you see right behind you this big group of 𝐂𝐴𝐿 running after you with daggers and scimitars drawn. And a crackle of energy comes out from in front of you and cascades all the way across the sky and hits one of them square in the forehead, and they get knocked aside and cause a few of them to trip, allowing you to get further away from them.
Yeah, Kadash is definitely not coming back here ever again. So might as well at this point.
Houdini and Maguire on his shoulder are keeping up with you just fine. Marius.
All right, I'm just dashing again.
Okay. Gonna go
6
the full?
dashes, same as the last time.
All right.
Yeah, full.
You're beginning to catch up with Kadash and Houdini up ahead of you.
Actually, one more. Since
Okay.
I'll roll a con check. It's a
Okay.
saving throw, right?
It is just a regular con check.
Okay. Okay, I have a 17 Constitution, so that would be a 1d20 plus 3, I'm guessing, since it's unless it's a saving throw. Yeah, there we go.
Yep. And you got an 18. So you're going. You wanna keep testing your luck?
What happens if I accumulate a point of exhaustion? Do I slow down?
It's what is first level exhaustion?
First level
Check that.
exhaustion, you get disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
At level 2, your speed is halved.
Yep. At level 5, your
You'd have
speed
to
is
fail
0.
twice.
Okay. So
Man, I would totally cast jump on Houdini if I could, but I don't think I can at the moment.
Marius, you're just pushing people aside, just screaming, clear the way, as you're moving through.
Gangway coming through.
Maguire, is there anything you want to do while you're riding on Houdini?
I have a first level spell. Do you want me to have to prepare, or sure, can I be able to cast some things?
Duck, dip, dive, duck, dip, dodge.
You're saying did you not have anything?
If you can dodge a
prepped?
wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, do you want me to have it prepared beforehand, or is it basically just if you have a first level slot, use it, and then that's it?
You prepare your spells beforehand on every long rest.
Right.
So it looks like you didn't have anything prepared yet, which is okay. It's fine. Just go into known spells and click 4 of them. Just go to
You want me to click 4 of them?
yeah. Go to manage spells. Click on known spells. It'll give you a drop down and just click 4.
Like one cantrip or one spell.
4 level 1 spells. They'll give you the option to prepare.
Okay, give me more here.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and go over your turn as we move on while you're doing that. But back to Holden.
Okay.
Okay. Now
Holding
what I'm
these
gonna
nuts.
do is I'm gonna keep running. However, as I keep running, I will cast silent image. There.
That's
What
the
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create an image of myself. Except the image is going to turn around and get into a stance to like attack the lizard men as they come close. I will try and sort of fade into the crowd
Okay.
while my image does that.
Let's see. They have to roll a whatchamacall. Yeah. Another intelligence to beat
All right.
13.
Yeah. 13. Yep.
So they see you just at the edge of their sight, and they pass right through your silent image as you're running.
Darn.
Oof. They didn't buy it.
All right. So then how? Okay. So clarify like the dashing. How the dashing works with this.
You can dash a number of times equal to 3 plus your con mod. And if you wanted to dash any more than that,
Yeah.
you would have to roll a con check or accumulate exhaustion.
All right. I'll go. I'll do my 5
wait.
dashes again.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized I actually get another spell. I guess I get one from my one packed slot and one spell slot. Is what it's looking like. Because if I uncheck the packed box, it shows another option to cast. Huh. Good to know.
You have 1 spell slot. And your mage armor is at will. So it doesn't cost anything.
Yes, but there's a button that's packed box, and if I click it, it doesn't have it. I already used that, and if I unclick it, there's another option to cast.
You click the little box when you've casted a spell. And you have
Oh,
one packed
I
slot.
click
for
it
the
when I've cast the spell. Okay, it doesn't automatically track that I have to click the box. Okay.
Yeah. That's just to track your usage.
Okay.
Uh,
Now I understand.
Okay, so
So
Holden.
is it my turn now, or whose turn is it?
So Holden,
Okay, well,
as you're running up, let's roll d20.
Yep. Oh, you yes. You want me to roll a d20?
Yes, sir.
8.
Okay. So you see one of the mongrel folk, one of the strange mutants, holding out their hands to you, blocking your way.
shit.
Oh,
Make an
That's not good.
athletics, acrobatics, or intimidation check of your choice to slip past them.
okay. Yes, intimidation. That's my highest. I'm gonna yell at him. Get out of the way if you don't want to get killed. Ah, fuck. Ah. Oh.
His character says it a lot more intimidatingly, though.
Yeah, yeah. Man, get out of the way. This is life or death.
The beggar hears the power in your voice and skulks and shrinks away as you run past them.
What I'd like to imagine he actually said is, "Get out of the way. You're going to become a stain on this boardwalk."
And
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
run past as the snakekin run up behind you. And they're going to attempt to continue dashing to catch up.
Let's hope they get it. Let's hope they get more exhaustion.
And they are right
I
behind
mean,
you.
we get one.
Oh no.
Holden. However, Holden,
Let's hope they're not going to be holding these nuts.
Oh.
you see about 60 feet away the
Uh-huh.
dock where you left your empty rowboat, and Kadash and Houdini quickly assembling the oars to set out.
Yay. All right.
I didn't realize I had 4.
I'm glad they knew exactly which one was mine.
Well, it was process of
You told us.
elimination. All of the other rowboats are filled with people who are offloading and speaking and have
True.
guards by them. This one rowboat is just unguarded.
Yeah, and I feel like even if it wasn't yours, we wouldn't care at this point
Very true. Very true.
because it's not like we're coming back anyway.
catching up with you. Houdini lets off Maguire from his shoulder. And
Yep.
picks up 2 pairs of oars.
I will remove my. I will turn back into the human.
Okay.
And who is here currently?
It is Houdini, Kadash, and you.
Okay, so we're missing what? 2 more people.
Marius and Holden.
Yes.
All right. Is this spare rowboats or?
No. So I'm going to put Kadash right here. And the rowboat requires 2 crew to pilot it effectively to go its full speed. Houdini's already volunteered himself as one.
I'm gonna basically keep watch as a sentry as everyone comes in because I know everyone's probably running back. I'm gonna have let me check what spells I have available. I have Entangle, Cure Wounds.
Oh, hey, Cure Wounds would be really nice for me right now because my bar may say 13, but I actually only have 4.
Yeah, I know you're dying. Speaking of Ramble, so I have Entangle.
Oh,
Which is
that's
up
a
to
good one.
90 feet. I probably need to wait until they get past a certain point.
Hold!
Yes, so,
Okay. And you
okay, so I'm going
used...
to... Go ahead.
Wait a second. Do you even have wild shape?
Yeah?
No, you don't.
Wait,
It's not a class feature?
No, you get it at level 2. Fuck it, who cares?
Oh,
We'll just
come
move
on.
on.
Let's say it was a desperate life or death wild shape from Wild Magic. Let's just say that.
Hey, audience.
Yeah,
you
something
guys,
I had it. I forget it.
You know what's
Like, are you
bullshit?
sure I have this?
A druid
What?
doesn't
What?
get wild shape until level 2. Isn't that silly? Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let
fuck it. I'm making a ruling.
Let's just
on
say it was a
level
wild magic
2.
search of some sort.
No, I'm already
It's fine.
making the ruling that you got 1 per day.
All right.
This will
Oh,
change
nice,
when
that's
you
good.
level up.
That's fair.
You'll get your normal
That makes
feature when you
sense.
level up. Anyway,
Emergency wild shape. Thank you.
Yeah. Right.
Anyways.
anyway, let's see here. So Kadash, you jump onto the rowboat, and here you are holding position, waiting to cast off, waiting for Marius and Holden to catch up.
Actually, how far back are the snakekin right now?
Let me check.
Are they 120 feet or less?
You can see them coming up. They're pretty close. They're only about 100 feet away up at this point.
Okay, Eldritch Blast.
Okay,
Probably do one of those, right?
sure. Okay. You slam another one of the snakekin right in the chest, and it causes them to fall back from the rest of the group. Marius, you are about to catch up.
All right. I'll dash. How much do I need to dash to catch up exactly?
Only about 3 times.
And this is to get to the rowboat, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just get to the rowboat, and the snake people are still really close behind, right?
Yeah, they're about 60 feet away from you specifically.
How many left? Are
How
there
many
left?
people? How many people are in the rowboat at this point?
Kadash, Maguire, Houdini.
Oh, so they're, and I'm guessing people are still behind me, right?
Yes. There's about
Shit.
4 people in pursuit of you.
You-
The rest of the group has gone off somewhere else.
Basically, you two are the remaining stragglers.
Who's
Okay.
the one who faded into the crowd?
I failed at that. I'm still trying to get in
Oh.
there to the ship.
Oh no.
All right. I'll catch up and I guess draw my blade. I'll catch up to the rowboat and draw my blade to guard the ship.
This is not gonna. Oh well.
Okay.
Oh,
so
I mean, we still have to wait for one more guy, and it wouldn't
Yeah,
be
I
too
know.
hard.
you're waiting on the dock or in the rowboat itself?
Probably on the dock near the rowboat,
Okay. I'll put you down right
because
there
sword fighting in a rowboat wouldn't exactly be easy.
then. It is pretty rough, yeah. Okay. So you're basically gonna ready in action then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maguire, you're up.
I don't see F1 yet. Can I prepare an action to cast Entangle as soon as the last person comes?
Okay. Sure thing. Holden.
Okay. And it's gonna be. Can you see this square line?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, good.
Holden. You'll need to dash 5 times to catch up
Yes.
with everybody.
Yes, I'm gonna use as much dash as I need to get to the ship,
Okay.
to the boat, the regal ship, my regal ship that is
It's
can
a small
definitely
boat.
hold everyone.
It's a boat that can hold about 8
Yes.
people.
All right. Yep, I run over. I get in the boat. I will also ready my. I'll pull out my short bow, and get ready to shoot any lizard men if they try and approach.
Okay. Houdini is asking who's gonna take up the other oars.
I get well. I'll do that then. If no one is taking it, I will do that instead of the bow. and that will be it for my turn. I will take up the other oars and be ready. I think is it just Marius now that needs to get in?
Yep, but he's like right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just jump in then if I can do
Yeah.
that.
Sure.
Okay. Everyone,
Because if
everyone,
it's cast now that everyone's passed, right?
yeah. I'm gonna cast now.
Okay.
Because it was a held action, so yeah.
One more time. Houdini and who else is rowing?
Me. Holden.
Okay.
Can I?
What do I? Athletics? Something? You want us to roll athletics?
No. It just means that you're
Okay.
occupying your turn doing that. So
Yes.
it's a bit crowded, as you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
As you hop down, I'm going to group you together here. The snakekin, one of them, the one who was doing their best. Did I not? Oh, you got to be kidding me. I didn't. Oh, there it is. I couldn't find it for a second. Two of them get to right here. And now they have to make a strength save or be entangled.
Did that show up?
Yeah,
Yes.
it did.
Okay, good.
Let's see. Well, one of them passed, and one of them failed. So this one becomes entangled. There it is. This one leaps into this rowboat and sheathes their dagger and begins to pull up a short bow, but they're not attacking yet. This one moves up with a short bow and attacks Marius. And rolls
Okay.
a 17.
So he didn't even get past my AC. GG.
Nice.
What's your AC?
18.
Holy shit. So, Marius, you see this snakekin post up with a short bow, and an arrow literally flies right past your head. And for a split second,
Oh shit!
you can see on the arrow tip a coating of like fluorescent green poison fly right by you.
Ew.
That was very close.
Well, I best not get hit by any of those. Come on.
Basic concentration.
This one also readies their short bow, but chooses to wait. Houdini is going to move you guys out. You can only move 15 feet. So 5, 10, 15. But
And no, I'm still not out of range.
he's going to dash it, I think. I know ship mechanics is like a thing. According to the rowboat, it can move 15 feet. If I'm reading this correctly. Yeah.
Oh wait, he's still in the field. Oh god, he has to re-roll.
Yeah.
Who does?
The guy in the rowboat. It's a 20-foot field.
It expands onto the boat.
No, I'm
Oh.
just concentrating.
In there.
It's
Oh,
90
okay.
feet. The range is 90 feet. The area is 20 feet.
Oopsie.
Magic.
Yes, Entangled is fucking huge. What the fuck?
Okay. Kadash, it is your turn.
Does the boat look? How does his boat look that he's in? Does it look pretty weak?
It is
How
entangled
could you say that about
by
my boat?
vines.
Or his boat?
But does it look weaker than he does? Is the question.
Oh, you want to attack the boat, you mean?
Yes.
Let me check. No, it looks pretty sturdy.
Should I do it? Roll? Oh, okay.
But it's
Yeah,
also entangled
Counts
by
as
vines.
difficult terrain. Don't worry. So not
Huh?
only
What were you saying, DM?
It's entangled by vines, so it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And so this Yuan-Tu is actually trying to free his buddy now.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one that's trying to free his buddy.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Ooh, actually no. Instead, Lightning Lure.
Okay.
Because wait, no. What's the range on that? Let me check.
What is the range on that?
Never mind. 15 feet. I'm
Okay.
gonna Eldritch Blast
Okay.
because I'm at.
No problemo. You miss.
And
Anything
that's all I
else?
can do, I guess.
Okay.
Uh,
Marius. You're also rowing, right? If I'm not... Or no, that was Holden. Excuse me. You see yourself surrounded on all sides. You have to get over here.
By arrows, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Oh, did I get out of the boat?
No. You're in the boat.
Okay. I put up my shield
Okay.
just as sort of a defensive.
I'll give you partial cover that way. No problem. Maguire. You're still maintaining your concentration. Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think I can. I don't think I can really multicast. I'm kind of keeping concentration on the entanglement.
You can cast something that doesn't require concentration.
Oh yeah. I can cast the. Let me see here. Give me a moment. I need to check my spells.
Of course.
It's like looking up. It's like, oh, you can do something. Oh yeah, what's that?
Oh, yeah.
Concentrate.
It's like when you're in line at the fast food and you didn't look at the menu.
Yeah. But did I see that someone's injured in my party?
Yes, Kadash
Yes, me.
is not looking good.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
It does not require concentration. It's instantaneous.
Go ahead and roll for that Cure Wounds. Okay, 11 here.
11, baby. I place
And
my
that
hands on
brings
your
you back up
shoulder.
to maximum health.
Hell yeah.
And we don't do temporary hit points for overheal, right? It's just
Nope.
hit points.
You just maxed
Yeah,
out.
that's what I thought.
That fucking puncture wound you see in your chest fucking closes up, and it's like, oh shit.
It practically exhausts you, Kadash, but you hold on. Holden?
Wait, it exhausts me? What?
Yeah,
Or I'm rowing.
not yet. I'm saying let's all remember that if you're bleeding out and you use magical healing to bring yourself back up, you accumulate exhaustion as a house rule. But yeah, Rowan, 5, 10,
That kind of sucks.
15.
Yep. As far as I can go.
Well, I didn't suffer exhaustion when I got hit, though.
No, you didn't, because you're not bleeding
Will
out.
I still get it when I get healed?
No, only when you're bleeding out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still in range.
Okay. 2 arrows shoot out from these snakekin and land in the water nearby you. This one has to make another save, right?
They both do.
Strength.
Because so long as you're in the field, you basically have to keep rolling to not get entangled.
Okay.
It also counts as difficult terrain.
Both of them are entangled now, as well as this rowboat, because it can't resist.
The tangle is fucking great, man. I don't know what to say.
Houdini moves you again. 5, 10, 15. Gadash,
We now have cover.
Yes.
it is your turn.
So okay. Which one just fired at us?
These two are firing
bow?
short bows at you.
Okay, which one's closer? Where's the measurement tool?
It's a bit further down than where it used to be. It's above turn order, below fog of war. Though I think only
Okay.
I can see those things.
So now 65 and then about 70. Okay, I'm gonna go for the one on the left
This is a big
and
tree.
I'm gonna fire off an eldritch. What?
I'm just letting you know this is a big tree, so they can't get a line of sight
Oh,
on you right
I'm
now.
gonna go for this one.
Okay.
Where my arrow's at.
Roll the hit.
Yes.
You got this.
Hit him.
You hit.
Yay.
You smack him across the face with a bolt of energy.
I was thinking more middle of the chest, but that works.
Yeah. I mean, at this distance, it's practically a trick shot.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast is pretty great. I don't care that it's like generic.
Eldritch
Yeah.
Blast is really good. It
Mm.
is solid. It's solid.
Marius.
It's got good range, so useful.
Marius, roll perception.
You-
If you can. Do you need me to roll it? Because I can. Just a sec.
Mm-hmm.
10.
I don't think he sees anything.
He does not see anything.
Excuse me.
What the hell, man?
Watch out for that cliff!
Oh! Okay.
George of the jungle,
Maguire.
friend of you and me.
Yeah?
It's your turn.
Do you want me to roll perception?
Sure. Houdini has managed to push you past this tree line here. There's like all sorts of debris and reeds in this area, but he's managed to dodge out of it. Go ahead and roll perception, please.
Yeah, we're actually
I have a question.
Okay.
13.
What's your question?
Ahmad,
Yes.
what would happen, say, if I were to use lightning lure on a stationary object that can't be moved? Would it pull me towards the object? Or would it just do nothing?
I don't think that's how it's described, but I would be open to that as a creative solution to something. Though it would pull you, so
Because if I grab onto the boat and use lightning lure, could it potentially make the boat move faster?
I feel like that would be a strength check.
yeah, you'd have to
Yeah.
you'd have to dig.
Well,
in.
I mean, it's lightning lure is a modified spell strength anyway. It's my spell modifier added to strength.
I like where your head's at, and I'll see about that on your turn. But as Maguire
'Kay.
is taking a moment, we're getting further away from the snakekin. You look forward to freedom, and you see movement underneath the water.
Yeah, I just had
God.
to ask.
I'm going to yell swords to the water.
Lightning in the water.
These two crocodiles are over here.
Oh, it's just crocodile.
Ah, look at those little
It's just
wide
local wildlife. We're fine.
Hmm. 2 crocodiles.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, Gank, maybe you're not cool then.
I have rations, right?
Yes, but rations
Probably.
are like
I would assume you should.
if it's in your pack, it's
Go ahead.
it's there. But it's basically like dried food, kind of like jerky.
That hardtack.
I mean, if it's jerky, that would work. If it's hardtack, that won't work. It
I don't-
might.
Mm.
Can I? I don't think.
I mean,
no, I can't roll.
Do you have magic?
I can speak to animals. Oh yeah, I can speak to animals. Shit, you're right.
Or you could do illusion, right? Because you did illusion earlier, or was that someone else?
I casted entangle.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Wait, no, I'm all spelled out.
Oh.
Are you still within range for the entanglement as well?
Let me check here. Should be. Yeah, I'm still in range.
Okay. Holden, you row us further.
Yep, I keep rowing.
McGuire, do you point
Keep
out the
rolling,
crocodiles
rolling,
to
rolling,
Holden?
rolling, rolling.
Yes, I said. Yes, I point to the crocodiles and say the water dogs are upon us.
Oh, oh my goodness! Thank you. I
Seals?
missed
Where?
them.
So-
I guess I'll keep that in mind and try and like row away from them ish.
Okay. Well, you need to get
Yeah.
to like this corner. So if you want to go like that way or that way, up to you.
Okay. You said I need to get to the top right corner.
movement speed.
I
They
would say
do.
try and toss them a ration, but I don't know.
Yeah, they probably have a pretty fast swim speed, considering this is like their home.
Well, it's up to Holden.
Yeah, they're here.
What direction would you like to go?
Uh, okay. Yeah, they probably swim fast. Okay, you said it's specifically the top right corner, or is it just the right side of the board?
To exit this
Like
encounter,
escape.
you've got to make it to.
I did not mean to roll that. Can you?
This area,
That
basically.
was fine.
Okay. I guess I'll keep just going straight then. Like straight. Where's
To the east.
I guess this way.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. You make it here.
Is that how's the movement? Is it just 30 reflecting my movement, or is it
It's 15.
different because we're on a boat? 15. Okay. Okay, so move me back one because that was 20 feet.
I thought I counted it right, but okay.
Oh. I on for me it was 20
I was
when
measuring
I
from
did
here.
the ruler. Oh, okay. If you're measuring from there, then yeah,
It'd be like that.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, yes, that you're right. Thank you.
This Yuan-Ti, this snakekin rather, is going to attempt at disadvantage to shoot and misses again.
Because that's out of taking me.
Houdini,
Yay.
5, 10, 15. Kadash,
Is there any solid object around behind towards where we're going that we can't that isn't on the map, or is it just open water that way?
it is just
The opposite
open water
direction.
at this point.
Where we're to go?
Mhm.
And I don't get any like special advantages or anything for using electricity and water, do I?
I mean, you might. We'll see about it. Just depends on what you want to do.
Has the crocodile noticed us yet? Does it look like it has intent to come towards us,
Oh yeah,
or is it just chilling?
it's surfaced up and it's moving
Okay,
your way.
they're officially out of the range now. By the way.
Okay.
So the crocodiles. Okay. I guess I'll try lightning lure on this crocodile closest to us.
Okay.
Um.
Go ahead.
Well, actually, let me double check the description. Nah, never mind. I'm gonna go to Splash instead.
Okay.
My crocodile.
Oh no, a level 1 warlock. What will they do? Nah, it's cool.
Bunch crunch, gimme slurp.
You hit it. You smack it across the face with a bolt of energy. On the wrong layer.
And now it's pissed off.
Crocodile has more than 9 health.
It's not feeling good,
Jeez.
but it's pissed. Marius?
I really wish I'd brought a spear. I'll try to take a stab at the croc that's at our. Oh wait, is it close enough to our boat?
It is
Hey,
15 feet away.
Hey, you can
Okay, now.
use one of my light crossbows if you like.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I think I should have 2.
Add
Wait, why do you have a crossbow if you have Eldritch Blast?
Because I can't use magic all the time.
Yes, that's true.
You can also throw a dagger if you wanted to, Marius. But yeah, Kadash is giving you his light
Yeah.
crossbow. If you want to add that to your inventory and equip it, you would have to.
All right, how do I add it?
So
Shouldn't I have
for future reference, just hit Manage Inventory, and it'll give you a little search bar, and you can just type in the filter.
Okay, light crossbow.
Click
Okay, equipment.
to equipment. Yeah.
Okay.
And then click the little
Swear to
box.
God, I had 2.
Now,
I'm just left-handing this shit.
yeah, doing this, you would have to sheathe your longsword, or you can just drop it in the rowboat and take it from Kadash. And
I'm just gonna sheath it.
okay,
I don't want to risk losing it.
in which
Aren't I
case,
supposed to have 2 crossbows?
I don't know.
I
Alright.
swear in character creation I got
No, I'll
2.
take a pot shot at that alligator.
Okay,
It is plus hit 3 to hit and 1d8 plus 1.
okay, go ahead and roll the hit, which you can do.
All right,
from
I'm left-handing this.
the action tab. Hits.
All right,
It's not.
and then damage.
Okay. It has a very, very scaly body, so the bolt barely penetrates through the surface, but it does hurt it. It's not looking good, but it is still alive and angry. And it moves
Jeez.
up and attacks the boat. Let's see, the AC.
We should be fine unless this thing does crazy damage.
Holy shit, they rolled high. Okay,
Ah,
the
God
boat.
damn it.
It rams itself up against the boat and punches a hole in it. It's not too big,
Are you
but
kidding me? Eldritch Blast?
just a little bit.
What kind of damage
water
are
is,
these things
coming
fucking
in.
doing? Holy shit. Did it get like a crit or something? Because that's ridiculous. If Eldritch Blast couldn't have damaged the other boat, how? That's crazy.
Don't worry about it. Just focus on what we need to do.
That's crazy. What kind of stat blocks did you give these things? Holy shit.
Rocks don't play.
Yeah, it seems like everything's so overpowered.
Don't worry about it.
That one
How many
moves
of
there.
these do we have to get through to get out of this place?
Too many.
There seems to be a couple.
McGuire.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Can I roll animal handling to basically either throw a piece of jerky out to them or essentially shoo them away?
Shoo, Crocs.
It depends on which crocodile you're attempting it with. If it's the undamaged one, you'll roll it flat, but if it's the one that's been attacked, you'll do it at disadvantage.
The undamaged one, I'm going to throw it some jerky.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that roll.
I'm trying to be clever.
You are very clever. Okay. You throw some jerky over here, and it splashes into the water. And you say a few words that you don't quite understand in Druidic. And this one kind of moves away and submerges itself over here. Holden.
There you go.
I'll row us. I'll keep us going. 5, 10, 15. Yeah.
The crocodile gets one opportunity attack
Okay.
and hits the rowboat for another 6 damage. And just dents the
My
side of it. but
That
the
fucker
rowboat-
I
also wants
paid
to
good
crit
money
these.
for this boat.
it's taken some damage, but overall, it's still together. Off in the distance, you can see two snakekin hopping in this boat and begin moving their way over. There's only a third one on there. Actually, it's the Malison, the rather big one with the
I
snake
wonder if the
head.
Oh, what?
gators will attack those fuckers. Please tell me the gators will attack them too. It's only fair.
No snake on snake violence. Reptile on reptile violence.
I mean, if they're attacking Houdini,
I mean,
they'll
they
attack.
are bigger,
I
so
mean,
they would
alligators
they would stand to have more meat than us.
and alligators are known to cannibalize too. Anyway,
Oh.
so
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Based alligator.
The Malison is attempting to shoot with his longbow, but it'll be a disadvantage because he's in a rowboat. Well, it's a good thing it was because he rolled a crit, but then he rolled a 10. And so
Ooh.
an arrow shoots wide and hits just stray of the boat. Houdini continues rowing you off and away. Ganesh.
So, do the crocodiles look like they're still coming towards us, or are they all moving towards the enemies? Where's your focus at?
This
The
one's
one
focused
pissed
on
off
you
is
guys.
probably. Yeah. it's
Okay, the
pissed.
one that's all right. I'm gonna blast the one that's pissed off at us still.
Okay.
Actions. Eldritch blast. Oof.
Okay. So the blast hits wide and hits against this tree. Marius, you got that light crossbow still.
I'll take a shot at one of them.
So you gotta drop your shield for a bit, reload the bolt, and take a shot.
I'll
Go
just
ahead
put
and
my
roll.
shield on my back.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Okay. Now time to roll.
Hits. Roll damage.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, that
Take it fast.
hurt.
So this crocodile, it opens its wide, long, toothy maw with a loud hiss,
And right in the
you-
mouth.
You shoot it right in the mouth, and it goes right up into his brain,
Fuck yeah.
and it turns over in
Oh.
the water.
Nice.
Take that, bitch.
This one
Yeah, this isn't really disturbing too much of the natural wildlife piece. This
Yeah.
is
Nah, fuck the
self-defense.
wildlife. They came after
Fuck
us
the
first.
wildlife.
Not like that.
Bestiality
Leave it-
is bad.
Leave it to the druid to say that.
I'm not the druid.
All right, whoever you are, then.
we don't know each
Are
other's
you-
voices
wait,
too well.
Are
do
you the
we?
one? All right, you're the one with the fucking frog butler, aren't you?
No,
No.
that's the druid.
That's me.
Who are you? Whose voice is this?
Motivation.
No, not you,
No.
motivation.
Oh my God.
Fucking.
Gotta figure it
Oh,
out.
Moko.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's holding.
Anyways,
Megaire,
My
Holding his
turn.
dick.
go ahead.
you're making a speedy escape, but it looks like even stationary, that Malison could probably get you with his longbow unless you did something.
I have Produce Flame and Thunderclap. And they have a crocodile wrap their ass.
I've got produce flame and thunderclap, and I'm all out of thunderclap.
Well, the issue with Thunderclap is that it's a 5-foot circle.
And I'm out of range for thunderclap.
Does Holden have a bow or anything like that?
I have a bow. Yeah, take it. I will hand you my bow and some arrows. Well, I will tell you to grab it from my pack.
Okay, well, the only
Oh
thing
Oh
I
my
could really.
god, these guys! Oh, those guys are about to sail right into the crocs.
The only thing I could think
Yeah.
of doing is is
dick.
casting produce flame on the arrow to try and light on fire and launching the arrow into the boat.
Ooh, smart.
If that's
Because it's
okay.
not being the boat's not being worn, so technically it can be lit on fire.
Is
Yeah.
the arrow is being worn? You will wear the
The
arrow
arrow's
and light it on fire.
Yeah, the
There's-
arrow.
You can't light things on fire if they're worn.
Oh,
The
wait.
arrow's not worn.
The arrow would just be notched against the boat.
Yeah.
Plus, it's
So
an
it'd be me
arrow's
touching
head,
it.
so you'd need to like swaddle it in like bandages and put like oil on it in order for that to.
What, magic?
With
It's a magic fire, yeah.
It is magic fire, though. Go ahead and put produce flame in the chat box just so I can read the description real quick.
Yeah, there you go.
No, that's rolling for it.
Oh. That's the rolling for it. You gotta.
Well, at
you
least
put
we
the
know
right
that
How
side.
I
probably hit.
fucking how I put it
On the
in
right side.
this.
Go to the box and hit the right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Da. So you can
Oh.
attack with it.
It's ranged.
You can hurl it 30
You
feet.
can just attack with the flame. Yeah.
It doesn't reach all the way.
Oh, that's out
It
of
only
range.
gets about this far.
Mm. Yeah, it's not really. I'm all juiced out. The only thing I could do is just like shoot a sling back at them and hope that it fucking punctures a hole in the boat.
Hey, you
Shit.
can try.
Alright. I'm gonna try. I have a sling.
Oh yeah, sling party.
I don't think that does anything.
Well, what's the range?
30 to 120.
Okay, so roll one more time.
Ah!
Okay.
Oh,
Disadvantage, unfortunately. You pull back a spare rock that you've got in your pack and fling the sling. It hits this tree and ricochets and goes
that's
right
a sling
past
shot.
everybody.
Sling is coral.
No, yeah, you spin it.
Man, if only that attracted more crocs.
Sorry, not to be the actually.
Holden.
Okay, I'm gonna keep rowing.
Rowan.
I gotta go feed some animals. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Keep going without me.
Yeah, no problem. These snakekin are getting attacked by crocodiles, as is this
Fuck.
one.
Idiots.
Yay!
Malison will try again. What is it doing? Okay. So, once again, it would have been a crit, but because it's at disadvantage, he only rolled a 9,
yeah.
which is insane. Kadesh.
Which this guy is shooting at us?
Yeah.
The one on the other end of the boat, right?
Mhm.
Well, fuck him and the boat he rode in on. Eldritch Blast on
Alright.
him.
Hits for force damage. You smack him. Do. Let's roll this. He manages to maintain balance, but it distracts him just enough as you're getting further and further away that eventually you duck behind and make it out into open water on the dragon's gullet back here.
Mission
Yeah.
passed plus respect. Do. Womp 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 womp.
You manage to escape the snakekin
Thank God.
and make it out into open water. It was a close thing. You nearly died, and they were far outclassing you. But you've made it.
Barely.
As you press your way out into the Dragon's Gullet Bay, the canopy, eventually, after about an hour's worth of rowing, opens up to you. And there are a great many waves as you make it further out to the water. and you collapse.
Sweet. Hey,
and what?
could I get my crossbow back? I like crossbow.
Yeah, here you go.
Okay, sweet. I take it back, and I drop my concentration, and I I'd say take a short rest, but I don't recover spell slots on a short rest. There's no reason for me to do. Is there?
You
Wait, can I?
you
Hold on.
should, because you're a warlock.
Can I? I do. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, but yeah, warlocks should get
I forgot.
spells on short rest.
It's not okay. Then I'm gonna say I rest in the boat after that ordeal.
Indeed, everybody just kind of takes a moment to release their breath that they've been holding in. As you left 𝐂𝐴𝐚, you realize you may not be able to come back for some time.
If ever. Me at least.
Open waters are ahead, as is your quest to Littoral Nell. Under normal circumstances, most ships, even larger, much more well-crewed ships than a simple rowboat, wouldn't be able to make it past a bay of this size, especially the Dusk Sea for what it is. But the Dragon's Gullet has always been known as calmer waters. Maguire, you know this to be the influence of the dragon turtle itself, but though you don't know by what device, perhaps magical enchantment, who knows for sure. And as you spend the day taking turns rowing the boat, you each eventually fall asleep, just from the sheer exhaustion of it. And each of you gets 400 XP.
Yay!
Which should level you up, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, how do I'm left-handing this.
I'll show it the rest.
Okay, so
How do I add the XP in?
go to manage.
Are you're on D&D Beyond, right?
Go to
Go to
manage,
what?
which is right next to your name.
Yeah.
We leveled up.
Go to manage experience.
I leveled.
Type XP value. Put 400. Apply changes. I'm doing this as I'm explaining it.
Okay.
You should be level 2 now. Now, go
Okay.
hit manage again.
Cunning
Go to
act.
Manage character and levels. Click that. It should lead you to your class level.
Okay.
It should give you a little drop down that says level 1. Just make that a 2. And you get
Okay.
action surge. And you can roll your HP by going to manage HP. And rolling your hit die, which is 1d10 plus your constitution modifier. And add that to your HP. It's different for everybody else. I'm just talking about Hellbeard's character.
Okay, so I hit manage HP and then I hit what? Apply, you said?
So,
Oh, I have to roll it.
yeah, you gotta roll it.
Okay, hit dice. Okay, 2d10 hit dice for fighter.
1d10. 2d10 total, 1d10 for the level. Yep.
Devin, let's go.
Now let me roll my HP. I just rolled in the chat room, right?
In roll 20.
Yeah.
You can do that if you'd like, and then you can just put the additional HP on your rolled HP value in D&D Beyond by just like clicking the little arrow up or like typing the number in.
Shit. God damn it.
The new total. You're at 16.
And then plus, and then it says plus 6 from Constitution.
Plus
so,
3. Because your con mod
Plus 3, okay.
is 3, right?
Yeah, but it's saying hit point bonuses plus 6 from Constitution.
So that's the total. Because you're level 2, that's
Oh, okay.
plus 6. So take whatever value you rolled, add 3 to it, and then add that to your total. That's your new health.
Fucking computer. Why is my computer such a fucking piece of shit today?
So we ended session about 30 minutes before normal, which is fine because this is about as much as I had planned today.
Nice, 7. Okay.
Um,
Okay, so that would put you said my max HP is 16. You said
That's what I'm looking at here on your character. Yeah.
Okay, so I would put it under rolled HP 10 and then +3, right? So that'd be 7 plus 3. Oh wait, no.
If you rolled 7,
Okay.
add 3 to that. That becomes 10. Add the 10 to the 16. You now have 26 health.
Fucking.
Let me see if I didn't totally fuck this up.
Oh, I didn't see that, Socks, by the way. I haven't been paying attention to any chat messages. I've just been going off of my own memory and making rulings. It is what it is, to be honest. Okay, first of all, does anybody have any questions about leveling up so far? Some of you have new spells. Some of you have new abilities. Some of you are not fully familiar with Roll20, and I understand that. It's a learning process, figuring out how all this stuff works. I understand. Before next session, let's familiarize ourselves with our characters' abilities and whatnot. Make sure all of our stuff is prepared. I'm going to read all of the updated stuff that, for example, Hellbeard typed out for me in the downtime. But yeah, does anybody have any questions about leveling up?
All right. No, I don't.
All good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Decide which Eldritch Invocations I want.
That being the case, how are we all feeling about the game so far? It's a bit of an adjustment.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Okay. Everything going all right?
Yeah.
I made plenty of mistakes, I'll admit, because like I said, I didn't really have any notes I was going off of. I read things here and there and just kind of went with it. It was all theater of the mind. Could have been better, could have reviewed a few things, but it is what it is. There are certain rulings that I may have made here in this session that I'm not going to continue on in future sessions because it'll be more close to the actual rules as written, as I remember them.
Okay.
I gave certain allowances here just to make a cool moment happen. But that's okay. I haven't been able to read chat, whether it's in Discord or the stream, though Twitchy told me that apparently my stream was consistently dropping frames at 144p, and I don't know what the cause of that is. I appreciate, though, that to those who have been able to stick around all this time being patient with me. If you're familiar with how I DM, you can tell how kind of nervous I was doing this with no notes. But I appreciate you sticking around and being patient. Next session for this particular group will be, let's see here, the 25th, same time. Is everybody good with that?
Yep.
Okay.
So what happened? I had to go feeding animals.
You leveled up. Have you leveled up?
Oh, look! Holy shit!
Yeah.
Let me level up.
Give yourself 400 experience. You do that by hitting manage, and
damn, I've got 25 HP.
26.
26 HP. Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm level 2. Yippee!
Oh, I see how it works now. Okay, yeah. 26. That is one beefy guy right there.
Yeah, you rolled very well. Motivation, have you figured out D&D Beyond, how to figure out leveling yourself up? And
yeah, 400 XP.
Okay. And then just go into character manage and just put your level up 1 and fiddle around with your features.
Okay.
Same thing I told everybody else. Please take a look at your stuff, read it, understand it. That way there's not too much deliberation in between. That's advice I myself should also follow, because there's a lot of stuff.
There we go.
I definitely could have reviewed in the meantime, but I just said, whatever. We'll just go with it. But I think it turned out fine.
It went well.
26 HP is very good for level 2. I do agree. Socks.
I'm I'm surprisingly at 19, which I'm for a rogue is I don't know,
That
19
is pretty
high.
good. I will say, highlights of the session. You guys all did very well. You were all very creative. You did things within your rules as written, but then you also were thinking of like creative solutions to get out of problems. You were all very good with role playing with each other. Moko, you were a little quiet, but that has to be either
I was a little quiet. That was specifically at that time. I was sort of waiting. I'm like, everyone else is talking. I don't want to speak over people because I really hate it when people speak over each other.
I
Yeah.
agree. But we're
So I was more
also,
of just
yeah,
waiting to.
I agree. I agree.
Good. Continue.
No. I am totally with you there, and we'll make adjustments. But as I've found out, as we've all found out, this is the speak over group. We all like to talk, and Paper very graciously told Hellbeard, "Hey, I understand you want to hop in, but definitely give each other our moments." I would also say to Paper as well, definitely don't interrupt me too much when I'm trying to describe stuff, whether it's about a rule thing or whatever. Whenever it's your turn, we'll talk about stuff on your turn. That way, we're not stepping on
Okay.
each other's feet too much. And I don't get too like frazzled and complicated where I'm thinking about this when I'm trying to think about that. It's okay. It's an adjustment. That's what this session was for. It was just kind of to initiate everybody into the game and understand how we all work. So Moko, I appreciated you, even though you were a little quiet.
Thank you.
I do look forward to hearing you speaking up more, and I would encourage the other players to please allow him that chance because it's been fun interacting with your character. I loved your problem solving where you ventriloquist
Yay.
the snake-kin away. That basically saved the party because if you think about it, if that didn't happen, there was going to be a lot of opportunity attacks running away. You know what I mean? So that was great. Hellbeard, you were amazingly in
Everyone was
character.
great.
Yeah, Hellbeard was awesomely in character.
I thank you.
Yeah,
I drew it from General Zhukov in Death of Stalin.
you did a good job despite being crippled. And you were also coming up with great ideas and acting in character, and I do appreciate that. Paper, your mind was going a million miles a minute, I feel, with all the crazy ideas you were coming up with, and I appreciated that. McGuire as well.
Yep.
I kept throwing
Any special notes?
I kept throwing curveballs at you, like, hey, by the way, you've got a Gripply manservant, and there's this NPC that you're tied to. And I think you handled it very well. I know oftentimes that's what is basically like throwing people in the deep end of roleplay and just hitting go. Doesn't work with everybody, and it doesn't even work with me sometimes. I get it, but I think you did great.
Thank you.
You were also great in combat as well, coming up with creative solutions like the stuff with the crocodiles. That was cool. But yeah, overall, great
Yippee.
session. I appreciate you guys showing up. I'll see you guys all on the 25th. By then, I will have definitely read the module. I promise. In the meantime, I think I have. Oh God, yeah. My other group, Raiders of the Lost Oasis, is on the 19th. If you wanted to spectate that as well, and to those of you who helped me with streaming stuff, please continue to help me because I don't know why the fuck it's dropping frames when it's like at the lowest setting. It kind of pisses me off, but yeah, I'll ask around about that in the meantime.
Shit. What the fuck?
Try not to worry about it too much.
The
I accidentally
VOD is fine.
chose beguiling influence and it took off part of my background, my deception vision, so it's added back on. Hopefully, it added it back automatically.
There's certain things I made.
Yeah,
I didn't refresh myself on your characters, unfortunately. So there were features that I just trusted you guys to know. Won't be the case next session.
Yeah.
I'll actually look over that this time. Final thoughts. I don't think I have any. Other than I need to investigate what's wrong with my stream. The VOD is fine because it's recording and it continues to record. It's just that streaming is shit, which is unfortunate. But no problem. In any case, thank you all for coming. And I will see you
Yep.
all on the 25th.
Thank you.
Yep.
Help the bats about.
See ya.
Help!
What did you say?
It was motivation.
I don't know what that.
He was
Oh, I see
being
what he was
silly.
doing. He was okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave because Jesus Christ, I'm tired. I should be done streaming.
Yeah.
Hold on. Stop recording.